𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱's on the phone. Joey.
Hey, man.
Hey, so you're out of the slammer.
That sucked, too. It's good that I'm out and I'm home, but that sucked.
I thought that wife that you had was pretty hot.
She
was
is.
beautiful.
She is. Thank you. Vanka's beautiful. Yes, she is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually seeing pictures of her. She was hot, but then she dumped your ass when you were in jail, which...
How
that
did
hurts.
that happen?
That hurts.
Well, no. She didn't dump my ass while I was in jail. She waited till I got out.
Yeah.
You mean you thought you had a marriage right up until the day you got out?
Yeah, actually, she's a great girl. She really is. And it's just like, I guess she just told me she needed a change, but she wished
she needed a change.
What kind of change?
What kind of shit she got a real man like you? And
real man, yeah, just got out of the slammer.
Do you think she ever gets afraid that, like, Amy Fisher go berserk again and shoot her in the face?
I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. But
not unless you order it.
Who was that, Artie?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was still on the show.
That was _Benji. Well, you don't get it in you don't get it in the joint.
No, we don't get it in the joint.
Joey, by the way, was most recently in prison because he had a few bullet casings in his house. And as a guy on parole, he's not allowed to have bullet casings in his house. And I guess the cops somehow ended up at his house and found Why were the cops at your house anyway?
First of all, I've never been on parole.
Oh, what are you on?
I was on probation.
Probation, okay. There you go.
I had a 5-year run on probation. So after a year... every month, probation department would come to the ranch and they'd just do a probation check, make sure your life is on track and everything is right, and make sure you're not doing whatever it is you're not supposed to do. And honestly, I hadn't left my home in a year. I was home and just doing my thing.
That's what's great about this country, that we have the resources to check up.
Sit at home, though.
Yeah, but, and also to check up on people and make sure they're behaving.
Yeah, well, L.A. was much safer with me off the street and in jail because it was much safer because
we noticed the drop in crime.
But seriously, Howard.
So what happened? You got out of jail. You come home, and the ex-wife, the
wife.
wife.
Let me back up a little bit. First, with this probation violation that landed me back in there was ridiculous because in 2003, when I got arrested for the insurance deal, they had 100 ATF agents that rolled my house at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was like something you see, on television. You don't really think it's ever going to happen to you. And when it did, they took a shotgun. It was an old family shotgun. I think my mom used it to shoot snakes in Florida. And it had a box of shotgun shells that my son Paulie bought in 2001. Now I got arrested in 2003. So they took the gun. And really, I honestly thought that they took the shells. Why wouldn't they? These were the same shells 2 years later, that when they did a probation search of my house, they found them, and basically that's what put me in jail. And we even proved that I had paperwork that showed when I bought them in 2000, when Paulie bought them in 2001, where they were purchased, the shell casings. We tracked the VIN numbers on it, or the ID numbers.
You were a victim of circumstance.
Well, actually, yeah, and I'm not bitching like, I didn't do it, I'm sorry.
You went and you did your time.
I had to take the year, so I went in and did it. It was hard, man. It was a bitch because, like when you get in trouble with something you really didn't do, and it's like, God damn it, So
I didn't do anything that bad.
But wasn't he sick, too, when he went in? Weren't you sick?
Yeah, I was real sick. I'm still sick, man. I'm down right now 50 pounds.
Sick from what? What's the matter?
Artie's still with the show?
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to say that a couple of months ago, I was in L.A. I did the Jimmy Kimmel show, and afterwards I hung out with your son, and he's a great guy. I actually had a blast with this kid.
Yeah. Paulie's really a good son.
How did that kid turn out normal?
I don't know. He's the anti-Joey.
You know what?
Does he look like Joey?
A little bit. You could tell. Yeah, I mean, and
he's normal.
Yeah,
after the mom gets shot in the fucking head.
Yeah, I gotta say he seems normal, and he's a really good kid. He's got a great energy about him, and
what's he do?
He just we had a lot of fun together.
Thank you, Artie. I really appreciate that. Both my children are really good.
Good for you, Joey.
Well,
good for you.
What are you saying? Good for you, Joey. Joey was away most of the time.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you.
All right, good for your ex-wife.
They must have done something right. I mean, he's a good kid. You could tell.
Thank you, Artie. Now I like you again.
No, I'm being serious. It's the
Actually,
truth.
he looks more like you, Artie, so I don't know.
Yeah,
you know?
a lot of people asked if we were brothers.
Is he a heavy-set kid?
Well, not heavy-set, but he's got the 𝗛𝗶𝘄𝗿𝗍 look to him.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, all of us do.
Yeah, definitely.
Remember,
Joey,
Artie, you're the young me. Okay?
Yeah,
Joey,
right.
let me understand something. So you get out of jail. This hot wife, was she cheating on you when you were in jail?
You know something? No, I don't. You know, I don't think so. I really do love her a lot.
Did she
was
visit regularly?
Hey, you know something? You know what I forgot to ask you guys?
What?
Is there anybody else on the line? You're supposed to get David on the line?
Where's David? Oh, is that your buddy, your producer?
David
One
is
of them.
trying
He should
to
be on the line.
Oh, okay. I
something
see. He is
together
here.
again.
Oh, that's right. We can't interview Joey without David.
Right.
Hey,
David,
David.
you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
Yeah.
great, man. Good.
But did she visit you regularly while you were in prison?
Who?
Your wife?
Which one?
The new one.
First one. I mean, the new
Absolutely.
one.
Every visiting day, Ivanka came down to the jail, and she waited on that line outside with all the people that wait out there to come
She's
in
going to
and
have
see the
no
people.
problem meeting a new man, that's for sure.
I
That's
know,
a
she's
good-looking
very-
woman.
She's very beautiful.
Any conjugal visits?
She's
while
hanging
you
out at the jail still.
It's any conjugal visits,
Yeah.
Robin?
Yeah, any conjugal
No, it
visits?
was all no contact visits.
Wow.
It was all through the glass and on the phone.
You were in prison. You weren't in jail, right?
I was in jail, L.A. County, Men's
Oh,
Central. Great spot.
Right?
That's
Where's the
exactly where
insurance?
I was.
Great to you, Joey.
No, I was well taken care of with my medical and all that.
Did
Yeah,
Did you have a roommate?
Not a roommate, but a cellmate. We were in single-man cells in a secured area called 1700 and 1750. That was a cell block, and we were on lockdown, 24/7 lockdown. We only got out to
Wow.
take a shower or.
Did you
not
have
even
any
eat meals.
fights?
Oh no. They go on, but
Yeah.
no, not me. I was
Yeah.
segregated.
We're doing a show, Howard, called Celebrity LA Lockup. So the Sheriff's Department was very, very helpful in doing interviews with Entertainment Tonight and Insider with Joey and making his stay as safe and quick as possible.
So, Joey, tell me the big answer here. So, Amy Fisher's getting a divorce, and you're obviously getting a divorce. And then the speculation is that you two are getting back together as a couple, which would be the most phenomenal friggin' thing ever.
Yeah.
You
What do we-
gotta do it. You gotta do
And
it.
You know
and
what?
you've said in the paper you've had contact with her. What kind of contact?
on the phone.
Oh, yeah? You called her?
Absolutely. Well, we talk. Absolutely.
When
yeah.
did you talk?
You know what?
talk
I got it.
regularly?
I have to tell you, and it's like, you know, like life has to go on, and like I've been trapped in this whole, well, not trapped, but just like in this situation since Mary Jo got shot, where I was just like pounded by Mary Jo for years, and it was like when Mary found out when we all met a year ago that, you know, Amy did what she did and there was drugs involved and Amy didn't remember doing it, and like Mary Jo and Amy made up, and it was like okay for them. I'm still carrying the anger and all this other crazy horrible
Yeah,
stuff.
you've
I'm
said
like,
horrible things about Amy.
yeah, I did for all these years, and I decided, you know, for me to be able to, here we go, here's a little Dr. Phil for you, but for me to go on and get on with my life and be able to like recover from everything physically, emotionally, financially, I need to put that down. I need to put the anger down. It's because it does, no matter how strong you are, no matter who you are, the shit eats you up, man. It eats you up from the inside out. And I'm like, fuck this, man. Why, you know, Mary Jo didn't even care at one point that, oh, I don't care. She says she doesn't remember shooting me. You know, I care.
So what do you? So what happened? You
I
started
care.
calling.
So I have to let it go to be able to make up with my life and go on with my life. So I have a good relationship with Amy. And
What do you mean? How often do you speak?
I spoke to her twice this week.
And,
Wow.
Wow. Hey, you spoke to her on the phone. Did she talk to you about the fact that her husband and her were breaking up?
Yeah, I know all about that. And, you know, I didn't file for divorce. My wife did, and I understand that her husband filed also.
But
Because
did Amy?
you two were talking?
Maybe. Did Amy say to you that she still has feelings for you?
You know something? We talked a couple of times, and I'll be in New York next week, and I'm going to definitely go to dinner and just. You know, I owe her an apology from the way I acted the last time that I saw her, and I'm not defending myself to the point, well, I was sick or any reasons why. I
Wait a
did
second.
what
You're
I did.
attracted to her still, aren't you? You want her.
You know what, Howard? It's just
Honestly.
me, listen, it's just me and you on the phone
my
now, right?
Right. Go ahead.
You know what? I'll be in town next week, and I'm going to, hopefully we'll go to dinner. And
I mean, you guys had good sex. You had a good time together, so it's not like you're totally repulsed by. I mean, aside from the fact that she pulled the shooting incident.
Yeah, no, I'm not totally repulsed by her or anything that she did.
Did you read today in the paper she just got big, giant tit implants?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, well, David.
You know, all I wanted to say is these two have an opportunity where they can rekindle their relationship after 15 years.
Wow, that would be the biggest story ever.
It was a Romeo and Juliet type of love affair with the gunshot, you know, that everybody heard. But Amy's shooting Mary Jo, going to jail, Joey going to jail.
Can you imagine the ending of the story is Joey and Amy get back together?
Yeah, they got to do the movies over again.
Hey, Joey, is there a temptation on your part? Is there a temptation on your part to get together with Amy Fisher just so that you get back in the news and there's a whole big opportunity here?
You know, really, it has nothing to do with in the news. I could go outside, piss along the curb, and it's going to make news. I mean,
which she does often, by the way.
Which I try not to do because in L.A., I think you get like a year for that, so I don't want to do that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Amy when I get back. Nobody's.
You think you'll fuck her? Honestly, you want to, don't you?
Nobody's the same. You know, everybody changes as time goes by, and you know, she's not the same person she was, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Nor is any of us.
But they describe in the newspaper that her body is exceptional. She has a Playboy Playmate. In fact, they're saying she might even become a Playboy Playmate. That's right. Are you for sure?
Yeah, we are.
Oh my goodness.
Will you be posing with her, David?
Yeah, I will actually be posing nude.
Because you say we are doing Playboy.
Well, you know.
Are you managing her as well?
Yes.
Amy's going to be in Playboy.
And I'll be doing it with her.
David, has this been orchestrated by you to get more interest in these two?
You know, you couldn't orchestrate this story. Either these two, timing is right. They're free finally. There's some opportunities. I think things have to be life-changing.
Have you told Joey he better close the deal with Amy in order to make this thing happen?
I don't have to. I mean, these two have chemistry together. What you're going to see over the next couple of weeks is kind of like a Truman Show, and we're going to chronicle some of it.
Oh, it's a TV show.
And I think it'll be fun.
Wow.
It's a TV
show.
Listen to Robin. Oh, yentering on everybody. Stop it. Wherever it goes, it goes. It's going to be, it's going to be all right.
Please.
She's a professional yenta, you know. She gets paid to be a yenta.
Cute yenta.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Joey Boots wants to say hi to Joey 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄. Go ahead.
Who does?
Joey Boots.
Joey Boots from Massapequa, Long Island, your hometown, Joey 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄. Hey, Joey, I want to tell you right now, you're the most disgusting, vile human being. I wish death on you. I hope you fucking die. You know what? To fucking do this, to try to stay famous, which is all, that's your agenda. Your agenda.
Gorilla.
Your agenda is to stay famous, man. So you're going to take the mother, you're going to go out with the girl. You're going to go out, hey,
who is this
no. You're trying to hook up.
You're trying to hook this asshole. Just answer.
Joey Boots, for Christ's sake.
You're trying to hook up with the woman that shot the mother of your children.
What about that, Joey? He's worked up, but what about that, Joey? How can you go out?
Who was that guy?
Joey Boots, for Christ's sake.
Who the fuck is he?
Joey Boots, you don't know?
No, I don't know who he is.
He's in the Whack Pack.
Oh, it's that guy.
Listen.
Did he ever get through the 6th grade?
Joey has a good point. He's saying,
he is.
how can you start having sex again with the woman who shot the mother of your children?
You know what? I'm going to go have dinner.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe Joey Boots has sex on the table.
Maybe some clams. First time out of the game.
I mean, your son is going to freak out, and so is your daughter, that you're having sex with Amy Fisher.
Well, you know what, man?
We thought some pasta, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea, man.
No, seriously, Joey. Come on. You got to think this through. This is a major thing.
You think?
Yeah, of course
it is.
He is.
Joey.
Well, you know something?
He is right.
I'm heading back to New York in a little bit. Except my life's going in a different direction, whatever it is.
You know, you're going to see these guys on the cover of People magazine. We're going to do Letterman. We're going to do
Letterman.
Well, how do the children feel about this buddying
honestly,
up with...
If Mary Jo and Amy can sit down and not even hash it out, but talk out what they needed to talk out, and Mary Jo can forgive her, you know what?
What's your tactic?
What happened to
Hello?
Joey?
He's gone. No. David, you there?
Everybody else is making up and going on with their lives. I'm entitled to do the same thing.
Joey, what's the plan? You want to go to bed with her?
I lost everybody.
You there? Oh, our phones went dead.
Yeah.
Completely dead. You should see what's going on. Hey, Joey, you there?
Everybody got disconnected.
Hello.
Hey, anybody here?
Nobody can hear anybody.
Wow,
Maybe they'll call back.
Let's listen in.
Let's hear if anything else happens. We get some inside information.
We got disconnected.
Hello?
I think he hung up.
Hey, guys, the phone system just died.
Yeah, we know the whole thing just crashed. We're checking on it.
That would have been great if he just said something like, Amy, you can keep blowing me.
What do you guys think? I'll go around the room. All right, first, Fred. Is this just a huge publicity stunt orchestrated by David 𝗏𝗏?
Yeah, David 𝗏𝗏 is definitely behind the whole thing. And I really feel badly for 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄. I mean, she's taken more shots on this. There's a phone being dialed up. I feel bad for her and for her kids. Joey, I think, is like totally lost.
Robin, is this a publicity stunt? What's going on here?
Yes, there's nothing going on. They're just doing this to get back in the press and to create another TV show.
Artie, what do you say?
It has to be. I agree with Robin. I mean, as low as a human being can go. I would hope he at least called 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 and said, listen, this is going to be so embarrassing. The innuendos, the press, the tabloids are going to say we're together again and she shot you. Again, like Joey Boots made such a great point. The mother of his kids was shot by this woman.
Absolutely.
And I hope he at least said to 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄, look, it's going to mean quick money. Do you mind if we do this? And I give you a cut or something.
What do you think the reality is? Do you think that 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 will start banging Joey again? Her husband was a Joey 𝗏𝗏 lookalike.
I don't think so. I really don't.
Why wouldn't you think 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 would do that?
The more interesting question is, would Joey, if given the opportunity, fuck her?
Yes.
But that's my point. Why would Artie not think that Amy would be open to it?
Because I just think the whole thing is a contrived stunt. I really do.
I understand that, but why would you say Amy Fisher's the one who won't be?
Yeah, she's crazy.
Into it?
Well, I don't know.
Nuts.
Well, she's older now. As Joey said, we're not the same people.
Oh, can you grow out of nuttiness?
Can you grow out shooting somebody in the head?
I'm hoping you can.
Artie thinks Amy might be normal.
No, well, listen.
She grew into
I'd
normal.
fuck her. I'll fuck her. I look enough like Joey.
I'll fuck her too.
I'll fuck her right now.
That fucker?
But
While we're waiting.
I don't know. I think 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄, having met her a couple of times, I think she's got enough class in her to go. I don't care how much money.
It's still gotta hurt.
Yeah,
What
I don't
are you
care.
talking about?
𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 is she's a nice person.
But what does 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 got to do with this story?
I'm saying if Joey did go to her and say, look, I'm sorry about what I'm about to do, but it's going to make me quick money. Do you mind this? Will it be that offensive? Even if I hope he would have said.
Joey's not going to sleep with a spreading Amy Fisher?
I would hope he wouldn't for the sake of his kids.
Oh, you're crazy.
I don't think he would.
Well, listen, I'm telling you what I think.
Joey will fuck anything.
Absolutely.
Well,
he likes that Amy Fisher.
He'll be fucking his kids. This will be fucking because they're going to be screwed up, and his kid is a nice kid.
They're going to be screwed. How if they've survived all this, they can survive that.
I don't think anything he can do will hurt them.
I met his son. His son's a real nice kid. He doesn't seem to have any issues. And
Did you talk to him about the whole situation?
No, that was awkward. I wouldn't have done that. But I've actually hung out with 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 a couple of times too, and I think she's the type of person that would have said, "I don't care how much money you're getting. I don't want this to happen." So I think he's already pissed her off.
Let me just say something. I'm trying not to blow my stack because we have a phone system that regularly just has to be rebooted. And I don't understand that. I don't get it. So I'm trying to maintain my cool when we're in the middle of an interview. But that will need to be looked into. Joey, you there?
Yeah, I am.
All right, hold on a second here. I'm going to get this all back again. I got to get your friend there, David 𝗏𝗏, on the phone too.
Oh, okay.
You two are like two peas in a pod.
Yeah, maybe they're having a relationship.
Maybe that's the real story. David, you there?
Robin.
All right. Joey.
How about you?
Joey, the question was asked while we got disconnected. Are you, let's say the scenario arrives. You're out dinner with Amy Fisher. Having dinner. She looks great. She got the big titty implants. You know, she's wearing a short skirt. You like what you're hearing. You like what you're seeing.
She smells good.
You're having a few drinks. She says, Joey, you know, I always loved you, and I still love you, and I want to fuck you.
For old time's sake.
I want to have sex with you. I want to take you back to my house. Would you have sex with 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 if that kind of scenario evolved?
And Lou did not have his guns there.
There you go. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
You would?
Yeah.
Thank you. Artie, do you see what we're saying?
He's saying it.
Artie said you wouldn't.
So who won?
No, listen. He's saying it because that's the only way anyone's interested in all this bullshit.
Oh, stop
No,
it.
he
Yeah,
would.
it's to make money. It's
Can
to
I
make
ask you
money.
something, Joey?
No, Artie.
Joey, man to man?
Sure.
Is she
hot.
the best
Artie, you
pussy?
crazy?
Is she the best pussy you ever had?
You know something? It's no, but you know, it's that's a tough question. It really is.
You've had a lot of experiences.
Yeah, I mean, it's especially lately. But you know something?
Right. Especially last night.
What happened last night?
What happened last night? No. We're not going there this morning.
Too early.
I'm sorry, Howard. What was your question?
The question is she the best pussy you ever had?
You know what? Amy's a lot of fun.
Well, how so?
She's just she was always just a very nice until all the shit broke. But then,
Right.
then we all know why and how that happened.
Would she be open to anal with you?
You know something? I don't know.
You never did that with her?
No.
I'm talking about in the old days when things were good, when you had your affair with her.
No.
But
Were
she
things
would.
ever good? I mean, the old days, things were pretty crazy.
Well, no, there was a time when he had good sex with her.
Yeah, well, for a long time, but, you know...
But Joey, what about the fact that she accused you of being her pimp and that, you know, and that was all heavy stuff?
You know something? Yeah, there was a lot of stuff being thrown out there in the early days, you know, after the whole shooting incident, and orchestrated, of course, by the attorneys.
But wait a second, doesn't that scare you?
Even my attorneys were telling me what to say. I was never involved in anything so like this.
Joey should have a pimp based on his...
You know, there was so many things said. Honestly, I mean, everything from the pimp to her life with drugs and her whole way of life, and that I gave her the gun and I was responsible.
So I'm saying, aren't you afraid?
No, because you know why? Honestly, we spoke about this, and then it blew up into a rage or what have you. But you know, she actually, you know, told me she never remembered shooting Mary Jo. Like, she doesn't remember a lot of
All
things.
right, so you don't think she's crazy?
I don't think she's crazy.
Wow.
I really don't, honestly, and that's coming from my heart. I really don't.
Do you have nicknames for each other when you were on good terms? Did you have lover names?
No.
Never.
No, but honestly, like today, look, you know, I know. Honestly, to answer your question, I don't believe that she's crazy at all.
Wow.
Have your kids weighed in on this, Joe? Do you think your kids are going to be pissed if you start a relationship with her?
Probably.
Yeah.
You don't care about that?
No, I do care about that, Artie.
Well, how are you going to deal with that?
Well, he won't see his kids.
I'll deal with it when it comes to it.
Artie's so serious.
No, this creep you've latched on, dude, David Creep, whatever his name is trying to promote the fact that you're gonna fuck the woman who shot your kid's mother.
You're on Jimmy Kimmel and you're not on the Tonight Show.
Huh?
I'm not on the Tonight Show because Jay Leno's a fucking asshole.
Right.
He's not a Letterman.
No matter what you say, Artie, I love you,
You're not
man.
even funny, Artie.
What?
You're not even funny.
Dude, you're a creep who's trying to latch on to Joey to try to get him to try to promote to try to get him
right of your life. And Howard Stern, without Howard Stern, you're nobody. Nobody gives a shit about you.
Guess what, dude? I had a career before I was here, and I'll have a career in show business.
I'm doing a lot of
well after you're fucking dead from creepiness.
You're not on my list.
We got cut off again.
David
hung up.
Yeah, David.
I didn't hang up.
Oh,
I'm
he's
here.
still
What do
here.
you hang up for Artie?
Now, dude, you're just a weaselly parasite creep who wants to try to get this guy to make money off promoting he might fuck this chick who almost murdered the mother of his kids.
Good for you.
You're a creep.
Well,
You're
who
a
are you?
creep.
You're the worst.
I am not. I'm no
Well,
creep.
wait a second. How did we get into this?
I don't know. I was talking to Joey.
I'm trying to get to the bottom.
It just
of
makes
whether
it
Joey's
just
gonna
makes
fuck
me
Amy
sick when
Fisher.
this guy's like, I go like, why would you fuck Joey? This guy's like, ugh, she's hot.
The guy has no concept of love, caring, romance, nothing. His biggest claim to fame is to be with Howard Stern for the rest of his life.
What's your claim to fame, douchebag?
Why don't you fucking check
What's
me
wrong with
out?
being with Howard Stern?
Yeah, what's wrong with being with Howard Stern? Is that a problem?
But, you know, if you were funny, it would be better.
Well, Howard, why am I on the show?
Because you're funny.
Right, yeah, okay.
Not
Sir,
today.
what's your claim to fame?
Bad day, bro.
All right, let's find out, though. One question I have.
Yeah,
I mean,
do it.
aside from your feelings about David 𝗵𝗄𝗿,
Right. I met Joey's kids, and I feel bad for them.
Yeah, that's his problem. He met a kid, and that's the end of it.
Oh, he met kid. He met Joey's
Yeah, I
kid.
met a kid.
Hey, can I tell you
A
something?
guy, a kid who you don't give a fuck
You
about,
don't
right?
know crap about this story.
What?
You really don't. And you're just talking out of your mouth. It means nothing. You don't know any facts.
What don't I know about it,
You don't know
Dave?
about it,
What
kid.
don't I know about it?
You don't know about the probation violation. You don't know why he went to jail. You don't understand why he's out of jail. You don't understand
What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything I'm
You
saying?
talk like as if you know this stuff. You've done no research. You don't know anything.
What don't I know about the
You had a long
𝗏𝗏
night
saga
last
that
week
you
with
know?
Howard Stern. That's what you know.
What?
Just be funny, man. That's what you get paid for.
I'm not. No, I get paid to talk on the radio. And right now, there's a lot of people laughing at the fact that I'm pointing out that you're a fucking creep.
Well, I think everyone already listens to you every day and knows that about you. I only show up once in a while.
Because
here
you're a
every day.
parasite leech.
well, you guys obviously.
You have some previous history, maybe, that we don't know
I
about.
never met David Creep.
I mean, David.
Let me tell you, I'm in the comedy business. I'm working on huge film. Howard knows about it. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. Bro.
Yeah. Oh,
no, David actually does have a.
You evidently do.
He does do some film work.
What are you doing? What are you working?
What are you
on?
working on, David?
Right now I'm doing a wonderful project with Susan Lucci. It's a Sopranos.
Sounds funny.
Where she's the lead. She is the Sopranos lead. It's called Mafia Wives, the Antoinette Giancana story. It's a sequel to Mafia Princess that was on 15 years ago.
That sounds hilarious. Everyone's been waiting for a sequel to that one.
Well, once again,
David, tell him
That's as anticipated as Jaws 2 was.
David, tell him about your previous work.
Yeah.
David.
Hello.
Hello?
Are we gone again?
Where's David? Joey, you there? Again with the phones.
Ah.
Motherfuckers. Hello?
Cocksucker.
Howard, they're still there. Will says Joey's still there. You didn't put him on hold, did you?
No, I didn't touch a
you
thing.
didn't touch anything?
Joey, you there?
We
Oh, we had
can't
to call
talk to
Joey
them.
back because his phone got disconnected.
Well, then where's David? Where's David? David, you there? What the hell is going on today?
He and Artie were bonding.
You guys are really going at it.
Getting along well.
I don't know. Something.
But he's on the right track, by the way. I can give you a fucking list of who he's booked as guests on the show.
Well, wait a second. I'm trying to find out if Joey 𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗿 is really hooking up with Amy Fisher. Don't we want to know that?
I say yes.
Well, he
I don't
just-
How are we
He
going
told
to
you
find
yes.
that out, though? I think what Artie is pointing out is we can't find that out.
This is crazy if he gets back with
'Cause
her.
it-
I think if he
If it-
does it, they'll both tell us.
If it's just for the TV show, it's not real.
I don't know what's going on. All hell's breaking loose.
I mean, are they going to film them?
I like hearing Artie yell at people.
Yeah,
Joey will
but
be on in 2 seconds, Howard.
are they going to film them having sex, though? What are we
Of
going? Where are
course,
we
Dave.
going here?
I don't know anything about love. David will film that.
Joey, what's going on today?
Oh, I'm back on. Okay, cool, man. This phone keeps getting fucked up on you guys. What's up with
I
that?
think at this time it was you.
No, it was all your. I'm going to hang up. Right? Come on. Hey, you know, Artie, no matter what, I think you're hilarious, and we always had fun, and so that's all
Joe,
I can
this
say
ain't about
that.
you. It's about the kid that I met. That's your kid, who's a nice kid, who I
Yeah.
think you're going to hurt by this.
Yeah, well, Paul, he's not a kid. He's 27. You know, he makes his own choices and decisions.
Hello?
in his own life.
Dave,
I'm gonna.
what is going on?
And David's on there. Wait, David, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. We keep losing Joey. Did your phone disconnect?
My phone has disconnected 3 times.
So it's got to be us then.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't hung up because of Artie. Trust me that.
No,
Right.
we know, sir.
Yeah, we don't know. We're having trouble, and I just lost Joey.
Your
again.
layer of sleaze is way stronger than that.
Listen, pal. Maybe you and I will meet.
There he's
Oh,
gone.
he's gone. He can't even make his threat or his offer of a
Fuck
duel.
me with this phone system.
Well, you are.
I'm fucked. I'm getting pissed now.
That was getting to be fun.
I wanted his threat on tape.
Yeah.
You got half a threat.
If anybody's worried about XM and Sirius merging, I think it's necessary because we can't afford a phone system.
Do you want to meet?
Yeah, it's a...
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you what I'm going to do to you.
It might have been divine intervention for that guy, because if we ever met, he might have an Adirondack coming out of his ass.
He doesn't like you, I'll tell you that.
Wow.
I don't like him either.
All right, here's Joey. Hey, Joey, this is crazy.
Yeah, man, we keep getting cut off, but it's on your end. Cause,
yeah, it is.
We must have a time limit or something.
It's definitely our fault.
You know what it is? We have one of those old pay phones.
There you go.
If you don't put the quarters in, you lose everybody.
The operator needs more money.
See, God doesn't want this promoted.
Artie's really worked up.
Yeah, Artie's pissed off. I'm getting that feeling for the little bit that I can hear because I keep getting cut off. But Artie, it's like, you know, you hung with Mary Jo at the last show, right? Out here in L.A.?
I've met her a couple of times, sure.
He is right, Joey, though. If you bang 𝗵𝗵𝘄,
yeah,
it's going to fuck your kids up real bad.
Right.
Well, the thing is, it sounds like Artie's more concerned than Joey is. I don't think that's a good thing.
Who gives a shit about me? Who gives a shit about me?
But you should give a shit. You should give a shit about yourself, because your kids probably give a shit about you. So you should
give two shits out about. She can rip my fucking chest out. At this point in time, she doesn't give a flying fuck.
Who's this?
Who?
Mary Jo.
But what about your kids?
You know something? I love my kids. My kids love me. It's like, you know, I don't know what else to tell you.
You don't think this would hurt them?
You know something? I'd probably have to sit down with them, talk to them.
You're going to have time to talk to them before you
might want to do that before
bang
the date.
𝗵𝗵𝘄?
Well, first you'll bang her, then you'll talk to him. Although I personally would love to see this.
Well, of course we would. It would be good for us.
I think a lot of people would. I mean, but seriously, I just want to.
When you talk to Amy on,
but
wait a second. When you talk to Amy on the phone, like, is she talking romance?
You know, we talk about a lot of things.
Have you had phone sex?
No.
But what, like, does she ever say, you know, I did love sleeping with you, Joey. You were so great in bed. You're such a man.
Well, you know what? She did tell me that she loved me very much back in the day and now. So it's like, you know, I don't think I'm responsible for her breakup with her husband or anything like that. I would hope not. But I think she's just looking for a change and move in a different direction.
Right, she's vulnerable
Is it
right
merely
now.
a coincidence that the two of you are getting divorced at the same time?
You want to know something? I didn't know this was happening on my end. This has happened like when I got out.
I see.
So I didn't know what was going on.
What is it, Freddie?
On my end.
I actually have a couple.
Out to this, you know.
I have a couple of questions for Joey. Joey, when you were with Amy back in the day, did you think it was going to get more serious? Did you hope it would get more serious, or was it just a fuck?
That's what it was. Just.
But how about now? Do you think you would
I don't know.
see it develop?
I'm going to see where it goes.
Back in the day, he's saying she was just a fuck.
Right.
Well, wait a minute.
He's not ruling out the fact that maybe it could develop into something. Otherwise, it's just...
Absolutely, he's not ruling it out. But to me, it seems odd because you just found out you're getting a divorce. You're already ready to jump into something else with 𝗵𝗵𝘄?
Hey, he's been in prison a year.
Not that I'm ready to.
There's no other girls on the planet.
Right.
You know what?
And he's used to her.
By the way, Joey, have you had sex since you got out of prison then?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, David's back
But
on the phone.
they can't talk about it.
Artie, David's back on the phone. He was in the middle of threatening you. We're sorry about the phones.
What was the threat, David?
Get to the
get
point
right
where you're
back
gonna
to
shoot
it.
him.
Continue your threat, Dave.
What was the threat?
I don't know.
You were saying, do you want to meet?
Hey, buddy, if I were to get...
Maybe he wants me to
Artie,
be in the next Mafia Princess movie. Maybe it's
Listen, all I
a
can tell you
business
is
meeting.
Go crazy.
I have heard that you have sparks of genius. I just haven't seen it today, that's all.
All right, dude. You know what? I'm not. You know what? I said my piece. As a matter of fact, this little argument's probably going to get you more press because you're on Howard's show than anything.
Listen, I'm not here to get press from me. I'm excited about Amy and Joey and their...
That is exciting.
That's what I'm here
You know, David
is
is very excited about Amy and Joey and Mary Jo. He's been excited about them for
David,
a long
why are
time.
you
I
excited?
brought Amy, Mary Jo, and Joey together. They said that would never happen. And the fact is, when you see Mary Jo on Thursday, whatever, she will tell you that I brought them together, and I'm looking for people to have love and be reunionized and have fun and have good families. I have children. I know what you're saying, Artie, but you can't, at some point or another, when your kids are grown up, I don't know if you have kids, but at some point or another, you have to live for yourself, and you can't always live in the past.
Okay, Dave, but let me ask you this. All craziness aside.
I mean, kids are my number one thing. I'm working for 9.
Well, listen to Artie's question.
Okay, so suppose someone shot the mother of your kids. Would your kids? Well, suppose in the past it happened. Would your kids be upset if you were dating them publicly?
Well, listen. I'm telling you right now, people change, and I don't know what was there 15 years ago. I wasn't part of Mary Jo and Joey's relationship. I don't know what caused it. I don't know if there was drugs and alcohol. 85% of all crimes have something to do with drugs and alcohol.
Right.
We'll say that.
Well, I know something about that, but, you know.
So my feeling is, and believe me, I know something about this, too, and I work for the sheriff's office. They're wonderful people. Sheriff 𝗦𝗵cie is the finest man I've ever met. He's going to be governor of the state of California. We work for charities called 999 for Kids. And
do you think you could hook up OJ and Nicole's sister?
Nice.
Yeah.
What about that?
OJ was in the same cell that Joey was in, by the way.
Is that right?
And we went in there, and the reality is what we're trying to do is show there is a lot of crap that can happen because of alcohol and drugs. I think if you stay away from alcohol and drugs, there's less than a 15% chance that there's going to be a shooting.
Let's see what the fans have to say.
I can't argue with that.
Stephen in Cleveland, you're on the air.
Thanks for taking my call, Howard. You know, I other than the shooting, I mean, this was just nothing more than an affair. But, man, Joe, you got to look at this thing like, you know, what it's going to do to the relationship you have with your kids. I mean, this guy is nothing more than a parasite trying to make a buck. Artie, you hit it right on the head. I think
Artie's changing his mind because, Artie, I think you realize if people are in love, anything can happen. You can have cancer. You can be an alcoholic. You can be a drug addict. I'm not saying anything that's too far away from any family in the world. Why doesn't everybody deserve a second chance?
So let them have love on their own, buddy. I mean, why do you
have to hook them up?
What is your interest in it?
What's your love connection?
Why are you the love connection? You know, I'm doing a project coming up with with many talent that are superlative talents. The fact that Joey and Amy are this item that they are is not my doing. I just happen to facilitate it.
All right.
Like Sinatra with Dean and Jerry.
Exactly.
I freaking love you.
Listen. I gotta say something. You know what? I've met Joey and Mary and now Paulie a couple of times, and to tell you the truth, I have an affection for them because I probably have the same background as them. I'm the same type of person, and I really like them. I do. I think they're deep down, they're good people, all three of them, and I just feel that. It's just this is going to tear them further apart.
Artie,
it's just the worst thing that could happen to a family.
People show their sides. Like you have a side that you show the public, but then some.
David, you can't think this would be good for Joey's kids to sit there and know their dad is now in love with the woman who shot their mother.
You've been through a divorce, Howard.
Yes.
You know that a lot of stuff happens when you decide to get divorced. Your kids sometimes take sides. All sorts of things happen. All I can tell you is that
you know, usually it's unjustified.
Yeah, I mean,
at the end of the day, this is all for the love of money. What are you talking about, pal?
I'm just saying, as someone.
I'm telling you, the reality of this is people go through divorce, people go through separation, they go through alcohol, they go through drugs.
They usually don't go through gunshots, though.
You have a life, and you know you don't live it only for your kids. You live it for your kids before they're 18, and then they have their own lives.
Oh.
Yeah, but a lot of this stuff is history.
Howard?
Adam, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Is the guy from Cleveland still?
No, now there's a guy from New York City. Go ahead, Adam.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, Joey, man, I got to give you some advice. You need to stay away from her. Not for anything else for your kids, but for yourself, man. She is so stupid. I used to live across the street from her. I just moved 6 months ago. She is so stupid, she'll get you arrested for doing something stupid.
She is not stupid. You're wrong. Really? She's a very... you sound like an idiot, but she's a smart girl.
Oh, really? Okay. Let's see.
You're an idiot. She's smart.
She drives David. First of all...
And she's hot.
I want to hear this guy. Let me hear this guy. I want to hear this guy. Seriously,
first of all, her husband spent all her money. She told my wife and her girlfriends in the neighborhood. Nothing left. Gone.
We don't know that.
Okay.
This is hearsay evidence.
Joey, Don't worry about the money. It's not there. You have to start it all over again. Number 2, the girl drives around the neighborhood with the kids in the back seat, not buckled, jumping around in the front seat.
Oh, that's all hearsay. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah, we don't even know if he lives across the street from Amy Fisher.
Dominic, you're on the air. Go ahead.
That's the idea. You don't know.
Dominic was Joey's lawyer for a while.
I started with Joey actually through Howard, and then I helped Mary Jo later, and Joey knows that.
Yeah.
And then I helped Amy get out of jail, so I kind of was there from the beginning to the absolute end.
Okay.
And I understand Howard and Robin's attitude, but what I don't understand is why you would make the comments you make about Artie, who's the best guy in the world.
I love Artie. You're talking to me, Dominic, or somebody else?
Griff, whatever.
Oh, no.
Griff.
Well, I love Artie, man. I've seen him. I think
don't know
Artie's a great dude.
I think he's got sparks of brilliance. All I'm saying is it sounds to me like this issue is sensitive, and I don't know why. I don't know Artie. All I can tell you is there was alcohol and drugs involved 15 years ago. There's not anymore. And if there's not, then at least people can think clearly. That's all I can say.
Alcohol and drugs by who?
By Amy and I think Joey was probably...
No.
Joey never did drugs, and I read every probation report.
I was totally clean.
Absolutely.
Totally clean when all that went down. I got clean in 1988 from everything.
One person alcoholic.
If you can make money with this, that's up to you. But I think Artie's point and everyone else's point is true, and that may be something Joey accepts. But if these kids came out of this okay, I say that's an act of God almost, because they went through hell. I was there.
Do you think things will change when they're 25, that Joey makes a decision like this to do anything in his life?
I don't know.
I don't know. They hate Ivanka, his current wife. They have given her such a hard time. They've never accepted her. It doesn't matter if it's Amy Fisher, Ivanka, whoever it is. Their family is never going to accept anyone as the mother but Mary Jo.
Hey, Dominic?
This is almost like a movie that you wouldn't believe the script.
Hey, Ben, I got to tell you, and anybody who's listening to this, Dominic and I have always said this. You're very rare. You are, and I've been through attorneys and met with them, and I got to tell you something. You have never lied to me, Dominic. You have never misled me. You will help me make decisions to go on and make the right decisions. And I got to tell you, man, you never lied to me. You never told me this. Honest to God, you were great for me, and you helped me recover from this. This is now part of my recovery.
Okay.
Still 15 years later. I don't know how this is going to come out. I don't know.
If Amy calls me, I'll give her a free divorce. And when Mary Jo called me, and forget why, you know who paid for it, and that was my...
Right.
And it was a lot of money. But all I'm saying is, listen, you got to do what you got to do. Right. But I think Artie, who I truly love, is just trying to say to you, is it going to hurt the kids? And maybe that's a test you're going to give.
Yeah, I think
it's incredible. Dominic, they're not 8 years old.
Well, I'm not saying I'm right or wrong.
Well, it doesn't matter if a kid is 8 years old. If a kid,
are you telling me that at some point or another you don't?
Listen. There's a billion women on the planet. We're talking about
there may or may not.
We're talking
be
about
reasons.
specifically the woman who shot Mary
their
Jo.
mother.
Listen, you want to know
one other thing people are forgetting, that she was underage when he was having sex with her, so there was another act of victimization going on.
Nobody wants to listen to me. You guys are doing a great fucking
Listen, the thing is, I never met Joey's daughter.
Joey's going to fuck Amy Fisher. I hear it in his voice. He's hell-bent on doing this.
But after I met his son...
I'm hearing that now they're going to just put the two of them in a house and see what happens.
Right.
That's crazy.
Am I right, David, or not?
You are brilliant. You're the only one that makes sense on this show. Because to me, you understand this show.
Oh, you're nuts, David. I'm going to get on Artie's side in a minute.
Yeah, well, listen. People make money off snuff films, too.
Really?
I don't know why I'm so smart, but I'm telling you.
But I can't see. It's one thing to have them have a meeting. It's another thing to have them dancing around town.
Hold it.
Going to Vegas.
Joey, it's a done deal, isn't it? Pretty much.
You're underestimating Amy. Amy has 2 kids.
Hold it, Dominic. I didn't get an answer.
Right?
I didn't get an answer.
She's a great mother.
I don't think she'll do anything to harm her kids.
Joey.
If you two could put a show on...
I got to have a word in here. Joey,
I agree with Dominic. I really do.
Joey, you're going to have
You've
sex.
always been the voice of reason.
Wait.
Robin, and God bless you, and I love you.
So what do you agree with? He's saying not to have sex with this girl.
Well, that's not the issue.
That's not
I
the issue.
discussed that on the phone today before they even meet, whether or not they're going to have sex. So Amy's children have to see a headline like that.
So what's the issue?
You could sell this as a reality show.
Oh. You want to see them in a house?
Wait. What's the issue?
I don't even know. Howard's the only one that brought it up. I've never brought it up.
What is the issue?
If you can believe this or not, honestly, from my heart, I owe Amy a huge apology.
It's not about sex.
For me to get started into this another phase of my life, I owe Amy a huge apology, and whether anybody's there to see it or hear it or not, and I hope somebody is, because I owe it to her publicly. I really do, because of the last try. And the last try, I was a fucking maniac.
And by the way, this got the highest ratings of any Entertainment Tonight sweep special ever.
I'm sure it did, Dave. I'm not arguing there's going to be interest in this, but, you know, after I met Joey's kid, Paulie, I honestly said to myself that night, I said, wow, that kid turned out great. He's nice. He ducked a bullet. He got through it, and he's going to be fine. And now you're dragging him back into it. Why test him twice?
Actually,
Artie, you and I have something in common.
Artie, in my defense to that, I love my children, and I'm sure you speak to Paulie, and he tells you he loves me. We have a great relationship. We go riding our Harleys in the hills and everything, and I have a great relationship with Paulie.
Oh, here we go again.
Are we there?
Yeah, we're here.
Go.
My son Paulie is not 12 years old anymore. He's 27. He's a grown man. You know?
I know, Joe, but
and my daughter Jessie, I'm sure you met. You know, she's working hard and she's doing her thing. She's 24 years old.
He didn't meet Jessie, he said.
Oh, okay.
I never met Jessie, but you know, again, I just said to myself, God, this kid ducked such a bullet in his life.
Look,
and
we're going over the same thing.
Right. I don't know that Joey's actually. Have you told your children of what you're doing?
No.
I haven't seen or spoken to either one of my beautiful children.
Wait, David, you got to shut up for 3 seconds and let the guy finish the sentence.
That's okay. You guys are doing a great job.
Joey.
Yeah.
You said you were interrupted. David jumps on every line you say. What did you say? You haven't seen your kids how long?
I haven't seen Paul or Jessie since I went into the county, and that was January. I haven't seen them.
So it doesn't sound like...
I've called and left messages for Paulie, but I haven't heard from any. I haven't heard from them. I know that they want to see me and speak with me, but I haven't. And you know, for everything that everybody says about me, and we've all ducked this whole thing, and just gotten through it. I am a very sensitive guy, and I know you guys a long time. And Howard, you were the only one there back 15 years ago when all this shit jumped off, and you were really the only one who gave me the chance to speak. Honestly, you really did. You know, all right.
All right. Well, everyone's just saying to you, you better think this through.
I haven't seen my kids, and I really need to. But I just got out like 8 days ago, and I'm dealing with so much.
There's something wrong here between you and your kids if you haven't seen them for that long. So I would think real hard about whether or not you should see Amy Fisher.
I have a question.
But on the other
did they
hand,
visit him in jail?
No, he said no.
He hasn't seen them.
No, I didn't want them to, guys, because it's a real shitty place to be, even for the people who come to visit inmates. It's a bad place to be.
All right. Thank you, David. And David 𝗫𝗍, Joey 𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗪, thank you. And keep us posted on what happens now between...
You got it, man.
All right, very
Listen,
good.
guys, honestly, I hope everything turns out all right. I really do.
Thanks, Artie.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys. All
Bye,
right,
Robin.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, Howard.
You let that guy have it in there.
Yeah, I have no more energy. I don't know. There's something about it that struck me the wrong way. And I did meet Joey's kid, and I felt bad. I don't know, I feel bad for the kid, and now it's just, I mean, this is how anybody could disagree with what we were saying in there is beyond me.
Well, you were dead on, and you've been in show business a long time. Does he remind you of a lot of the creeps you've met?
I don't know, man. I'll tell you, I've met some creeps, but that takes it to another level, man. That's creepiness at level red. I don't know.
And the fact that he tried to feign that he cared and that...
He cares about people in love, I know. I don't know, man. It's a fucked up world. I'm glad I'm not that healthy, and I'll be leaving soon. Okay, you guys can deal with David 𝗫𝗍.
You know what's really fucked up? It's like everybody has a second chance. Everybody should get a second chance, except me. I'm not allowed to have a second chance in my life, I guess. You know, Mary Jo, God bless her, she's got a new guy in her life, and she's happy, and that's good. You know, my children even got a second chance in life because they were very young when all this happened to their mom, and it's... You know, they got a second chance to move on. And like Ivanka always told me, that's why I fell in love with Ivanka. I said, because she always told me, when is it my turn? Don't you get another chance? It's like, I think I just got my second chance with Ivanka, and I really believe that. I really believe that now she's gone. So.
A shock, Daniel. You were praised by Sal the stockbroker.
Yeah, he's more racist than I am.
All right. Well, there you go. Takes one to know one.
There's
right?
a compliment.
There it is. Reverend Bob Levy, go ahead.
All right, coming up next, we got Artie Lange. Look at the size of Artie. Now, his shadow weighs 200 pounds. Look at the size of him. I can't believe Dana's fucking him. I didn't know her pussy worked for Make-A-Wish Foundation. Artie Lange. Let's hear it for Artie Lange.
Come on, Artie.
Keep it going for the Joe Cocker of comedy, Bob Levy. Bob must be doing shit. This glass isn't broke from his fucking dumb fist. Believe me, I hate to be the one to break this to you, but Chappelle is at it again. He's stealing from you again, man. Just the other day on The Tonight Show, he said he wanted to order a shrimp cocktail. He stole your incredibly dumb guy character who can't speak or read. Let's go to the great Sal the stockbroker. Who was great up here. Sal, you're a wonderful guy.
Thank you. Thank you, Artie.
Mark Harris called yesterday after hearing your soliloquy to Howard and called you a fucking faggot. Dude, what is wrong with you? You don't understand why Howard doesn't want to invite you to his kid's bat mitzvah? Those introductions wouldn't be too awkward, would they? This is Robin. She's the co-host of the show. This is Gary. He's the producer of the show. This is Sal. He's the guy who once admitted under hypnosis he wants to suck my cock. But seriously, Sal, you're doing great. Just a few years ago, you were a stockbroker making phony phone calls all day and making a lot of money. Now you make phony phone calls all day and you're completely broke. At this rate, a year from now, you'll be writing jokes for Leno and paying him $100 a week. Howard Stern is here, my boss. Howard Stern.
Thank you. Thank you.
Still in back of the mic. You look straight. What are you, 68 now? Jesus Christ. That plastic surgery really worked, too, man. Every morning I walk in here, I got to do a double take. I said, whoa, did Brad Pitt get a radio show?
See, that's not fun.
By the way, Howard, I was talking to my cousin. He's over in Iraq the other day, and he was in a foxhole. His knee was bleeding. He had just gotten shot. He was trying to bandage up his buddy. They were in a firefight. They were shooting at the enemy, trying to stay alive. And he wanted me to tell you that he heard that the heater in your limo is too loud. And they're all praying for you over there, man. They said, look, tell Howard somehow we'll pray for him, get through it, and, it'll be warm, and he can helicopter to his Hamptons mansion. Lisa Lampanelli's here. A lot of people say to make it in show business, you have to be great looking. Lisa's proven you don't even have to be fuckable. I wish I had a dime for every time I get mistaken for Lisa Lampanelli. By the way, just for the record, to talk about our last roastie, Ronnie, just for the record, it's been 2 more months and I still haven't gone to lunch with that loser. Is he getting shorter? I walked in today, he was standing by some of the guards and I thought security had to take your kid to work day. Oh, Christ. And look who's over here, this big, dumb fucking redneck. Dude, it's 2006. You look retarded. Thank you.
Told you didn't understand the jokes.
Well, I got to give him one compliment before I nail him. My favorite Daniel Carver quote of all time. Howard, someday the Mexicans are going to outnumber the humans. That was a good one, I gotta admit. I've used that on the road.
It's already happened in a lot of cities.
Yeah, whatever, fuck it. It's just hard to argue with a guy wearing a sheet, man. It's 62 years old. I mean, look at you. What the fuck is going on? Where do you shop at Bed Bath & Beyond? Oh, that was Levy's great joke. By the way, the roast's a half-hour old. Levy hasn't said something funny yet.
Fuck you, fatty.
That's funny. Bed Bath & Beyond. I have to correct something that Daniel said, though, once. He said, all Jews are the devil. That's wrong. Only one is. Les Moonves.
I like that.
I'm counting one for you, Howard, man. Long after you're dead, I'm going to have to get a job on CBS, so fuck off. Oh, Christ. Did I do the Benji thing? Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's get back to Daniel, man. Look, Daniel, it's 2006, brother. At the Klan meetings, do any of the younger guys and gals ever get up and go, hey, guys, not for nothing, we look retarded?
No, they're proud to wear this robe.
They're not proud, dude. It's awful. Look at you. I mean, like, how dumb are the people who join this organization? Where do you recruit at? Head injury centers these days?
No, they have racial pride.
Whatever, fuckface. All your members at this point must be retarded, and I gotta hand it to you. It must be hard to fit a cross in that little yellow bus. Really, if there was any justice in the world, dude, one of your granddaughters would disown your family using a Jewish lawyer and marry Suge Knight. But honestly, Daniel, you know, listen, man, in all seriousness, speaking, it's 2006, we're all getting along. You got to lighten up, brother, really, you do. Are you going to lighten up?
No.
Do you know anything that rhymes with the word?
Let's go to Mike. Hey, Mike.
Hey now, Howard.
Hey now.
Hey, obviously everybody's been seeing the rumors about the America's Got Talent thing. Is there any legitimacy to that?
Look, number one, I saw all the reports of the weekend. Number one,
yeah, that was really amazing.
I am very complimented that every time a judge seems to leave one of these shows,
your name comes
my
up.
name comes up immediately. Now, you know me for many years, Mike. I don't know how long you've been listening, but, you know, there's a million rumors about me. My agent, and let me tell you something, my agent must field 100 calls a day about me doing various things. For the most part, I turn them down. And so...
You're such a fan of the show.
I love the show. Everyone knows I love America's Got Talent. I think it's the greatest. And I would be certainly honored to sit with Howie and Sharon and judge these lunatics. And let me tell you something. If I was a judge on America's Got Talent, there would be no nonsense.
What do you mean? You still got Howie there.
Oh, Howie's going to behave when I show up.
You're going to make Howie behave.
If I was the sheriff on that show, listen. You know, it's funny. I was watching every one of these reports. And some of the reports were like, oh, my God, we can't wait for Howard Stern to be the host. Right. Or not the host, the judge on America's Got Talent. That's going to be something. And then some people were like, well, it's no longer a family show. Howard Stern can't be on TV after... Now,
you're only talented judging strippers, Howard. Did you know that?
Yeah, evidently. So
everybody is judged like a stripper.
So, you know, it's funny. The first thing I said to myself is, you mean when I go on Letterman, I'm out of control? You can't watch that. Who knows what anyone is thinking? I've been on network television many times. It's a different kind of animal.
Well, again, it goes to that perception that you're out of control. You're a wild man.
Yeah.
You must be crazy.
When it comes to talent and running a business, I've been doing it for 35 years now, more, 35 plus. I'm probably the most successful radio guy. You know, I mean, in entertainment, I'm a phenomenon. Is that the word?
Yes.
Thank you. I mean, what am I going to say? I'm a phenom. That's what I wanted to say. I've had a #1 movie. I had the #1 the pay-per-view specials when they said they couldn't even have them. I've conducted a radio show. I've had books, bestsellers, this kind of thing. So, look, I take show business very seriously. If I was a judge on there, there'd be no nonsense whatsoever. None of this bullshit fake, you know, Howie and Piers used to have a rivalry.
Right.
It was all horse shit. I wouldn't go for that. I would be there for the talent. I would be there to actually find somebody good. The guy who won last year, if I had been on there, the guy who won last year, whose name I can't even remember, he would never have won.
Wasn't it the guy who sang like Sinatra when he was black?
Black guy who sang like Sinatra. No one's going to see him in Vegas. And he's, I mean, what are they talking about? It was a novelty act. You can't tell me he's going to be a big star. And the only one there, Jackie Ivanko, should have won. I would have made that Jackie Ivanko won the year she competed. That was that little girl. She's the only one who even has a career.
I don't know anybody else who's come out of America's Got Talent.
Well, let me tell you, there'd be no fucking nonsense with me. But here's the point. Every time one of these shows, I'm mentioned as I'm going to be the next judge. I am not the next judge. I have no deal with America's Got Talent. I'm not going to comment on whether I'm in a negotiation because Robin knows this as well as everyone else. I don't comment on negotiations.
Who does?
I don't.
Well, they put in quotations.
Negotiations can go horribly wrong. What?
I said they put in quotations serious negotiations, so they must have asked somebody what was going on.
Right.
But they wouldn't quote anybody. They just, you know.
Right. It's a great show. I would be very honored, but there's nothing here to report. It's funny. I don't know why my name is always brought up whenever there's people really want me to be a judge. And I'm not opposed to the idea, quite frankly. I like it. But we'll see. I don't comment on rumors. If I had a deal...
Well, you'd have to make an announcement, wouldn't you? Want to make a big announcement?
Maybe not. Maybe I'll keep it quiet.
Oh.
I'll just show up on the show. I'll be sitting there. Tommy, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey now,
Tommy.
Yeah, I was saying, I read that on Saturday about America's Got Talent. I said, please, Howard, don't go to America's Got Talent. Hey, don't you think Piers Morgan dropped the wrong show?
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I don't think, I like Piers a lot. I've had him on the show many times, and I don't think that from what I'm reading, the CNN thing isn't going that great.
That's why he needs the I think he really wants this. His background is in news. He was an editor of one of those Murdoch papers.
Yeah.
And I think he wanted this more than anything.
I think he's a really good judge. I think I think Tommy's right. He should have stuck with judging.
But his, that whole judging thing only happened after he was fired from his newspaper job.
That's right.
And he was out of work. And Simon Cowell or somebody, Simon Fuller, one of those Simons.
No, Simon Cowell gave him the job.
Came up and said, why don't you judge this show?
Yeah, and quite frankly, that's what people like him doing. Not interviewing people, evidently.
That's right. He's boring on the talk show.
He thinks he needs to be interviewing.
On CNN, you mean?
Yeah, he thinks he's smarter than he is.
Don't we all?
When he came in there, you told him all the right stuff, and he just didn't listen.
I told him to keep judging. He should. There's got to be other things he can judge.
Exactly.
Just make judging your career. In fact, go to law school and become a judge.
Well, Howard, you're the greatest of all time. I love you.
Thank you, Tommy.
Bye-bye.
I love you, too. Let's go to Marianne from Brooklyn, who's very hopped up this morning.
Howard, I was calling to congratulate you. I had this whole thing in my head that I was going to, share you with America, and they were going to get to see a whole new side of you, and, it was going to be a whole new new thing of watching you on TV at night, and I don't know. You think I'm crazy?
Well, I don't know what you're asking.
I mean, I wanted you to go. I saw you were going. I want to share you with more of America. I thought you would.
I'm right here. This is where you get me.
Well, I get you every day. I love you, but I was going to get you at night, too. I'm totally obsessed with you, Howard, and I love you. And I thought you would be a great addition to that show. I mean, then all my girlfriends would know what I'm talking about. Howard on America's Got Talent. Howard, I even have an app. I have an...
Yeah, a lot of people were coming up this weekend telling me that their kids are very, very talented, and I should come over and see them.
Oh, no. Now you're going to have personal auditions.
I go, I'm not a judge on America's Got Talent. No, we heard it on the news. 15 million.
Can you imagine now your whole life is people stopping and singing, their children singing in front of you?
Like I'm Chuck Barris from The Gong Show. You'll read in the paper I'm in jail for beating some family because they're auditioning on the streets. It'll be great. Be in an elevator and some kid will start tap dancing.
That's right. Just throw down a little board and start going.
Yeah. Well, the thing I like about America's Got Talent over the other ones is that they open it up to everybody.
Yeah, it's almost like I remember there were acts on the Ed Sullivan Show. And you always wondered, where do the people who spin plates, where do they go? And there'd be plate spinners, bell ringers.
You know where they go? They go on cruise ships and they spin those dumb plates. And then when they hit like 70 years old, if they're still alive, they go to this old age home that is supported, like the show business old age home. Even though they were barely in show business.
Right. That's who's there, the plate spinners and the bell ringers.
Plate spinners and bell ringers and see all that nonsense.
You're getting them out of there. They're not going to be on your show.
They would have to explain to me how they're going to build a career out of spinning plates. I mean, it's terrific talent, but I mean, you're talking about the premise of America's Got Talent is they're looking for a superstar. They're looking for someone who could fill up Vegas.
Okay, now I've got to ask other questions because the other confounding acts on that show are tumblers.
Right. That's right. They would
dance
have to,
troops.
They would have to explain to me the concept of their show because dance troops, you would have to blow my fucking mind for a dance troupe to win.
You got to be the Blue Man Group.
Exactly. That's what it's got to be. Or else I'm throwing you right the fuck out of there.
You better be stumped.
There's going to be 4 people left when I'm done.
It's a singing contest once you're done with it.
No, that's not true because...
What else do you accept?
Comedians, ventriloquists.
Oh, okay. Comedians.
There was a guy who won the first year. He was a ventriloquist. But, you know...
Where is he?
He's working in Vegas, believe it or not. He's got a pretty big deal at one of the hotels.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not opposed. Listen,
you're
let
not
me tell you
opposed
something.
to broadening the scope.
You know, some of the biggest movie stars today, who are they? The guys from Jackass. They're on their 4th Jackass movie. Why is that?
Well, how are you going to, what? Would they come on America's Got Talent and blow themselves up?
Yes. There are guys on America's Got Talent who I've seen who could have a fucking film career.
Is that right?
Yeah.
From blowing themselves up?
Yeah. So I'm not opposed to dancers, but you better fucking blow my mind.
All right, because that's
by the way,
what I see.
I'm not a judge on America's Got Talent, but this is all fantasy. Yeah,
that's all I'm asking because you say there's going to be no nonsense. So
no nonsense.
You're not letting, but you're not understanding what the producers are going for.
I don't care what the producers are going for. I know what I'm going for.
Magicians, you don't mind? They're okay.
I love magicians. Magicians are some of the biggest acts in Vegas, but you better be fucking good. I better not have seen it before. I see it before. First of all, you remember I used to do magic?
Absolutely.
I know how to do 90% of those dumb tricks. I'm going to go, you serious? I'll get up there and get myself in a box and disappear. You better make me disappear because I'm going to vote your ass off. You better be top of the game. Listen, one of the things about talent that I know, because I've made some coin in this business, Robin. To quote,
good piece of change.
To quote that guy from WKRP.
Gary Sandy.
Gary Sandy, who yelled at us. Who told us he made a good coin in this business. Where is he, by the way?
I don't know.
But one thing I know, a career in show business takes a lot of hard work.
You think the plate spinner doesn't work hard?
No, I don't. Because a plate spinner wouldn't be satisfied with it. He'd come up with a broader kind of thing.
Jugglers, are they okay?
If they have that rock and roll attitude or something new to the game, yes, they are in the game.
All right.
Listen, I've gone to Cirque du Soleil in Vegas. It's amazing, but it's only part. Everyone is just a small part.
Right. It's not the whole show.
That's right. If you're going to be big, you got to broaden it out and think it through. You just can't fucking be a plate spinner. Spinning Plates Productions. Nancy and I have many plates we're spinning. How many plates are you spinning now?
And that was the music they always play for the plates.
If someone on America's Got Talent wants to go retro like this, it's cool. But the nonsense, people don't understand. If I was a judge on one of these shows, I'm no nonsense when it comes to judging talent and mentor. You know what? I'll tell you what. If I was a judge on one of these things, my biggest joy in life would be not only to discover some people with talent, but to help them along.
Well, then you need to be on the X Factor.
That's right. I might switch over to the X Factor. Maybe I'll start with America's Got Talent and then switch.
By the way, who was voted off the X Factor last week?
The black guys, Stereo Hogs. The worst name in first of all, that is a terrible name for a group.
Awful name.
And the Stereo Hogs were way more talented than the chicks who beat them out.
But the girls are pretty.
The girls are pretty. And that's my point, too.
So Paula has one group left. Right. Every week she's lost.
She lost someone. Because, first of all, she picks the worst fucking music for these people. The Stereo Hogs were probably the most talented group. She picked horrible songs for them. She has no ability to pick a song.
She's her own worst enemy and her team's worst enemy.
She's more worried about their dance routine and their choreography. Those guys were really talented. Now they're back probably in fucking Oakland or wherever they're from.
They got to find jobs today.
Today they're working in Pizza Hut. And if I was a judge, I'd make sure that someone with talent got good advice from me. I'd say, listen, literally do this next week and you will win. Don't fuck it up. It's ridiculous. These shows have got to come up to a new level. Enough with the clowning around here.
See, you already have a lot of ideas. You're producing. You're not judging.
Ideas? I'm filled with them. I'm over here trying to think, but nothing happens. What's the other thing? People go home and they don't think. You get a shot on America's Got Talent when you're in front of 12 million plus people. And you get an incredible shot like that after being a loser your whole life. You better go home and think about it. And it probably is too late if you haven't been thinking about it all along.
Yeah, you should have a plan no matter when your exit is.
Stereo Hog should have looked at that Paul Abdul and said, listen, you twit. We're in this to win it. You can't pick a fucking song. Get out of here.
Well, even that little girl this week, you know, they were complimenting Simon for her song choice.
Right.
And she goes, I picked the song.
Right. She knows what she can sing. Nonsense.
Stereo Hogs listen to Paula.
Right. That's right. Yes, Jim.
Hey, what's up, Aaron? I have a question for you.
I didn't realize what time it was. I got to take a break. Oh boy.
Quick question for you and Robin. Well, actually, yours might not be that quick. But Robin, of all the people who ever worked on that show, who would you sleep with first, like all time?
What show?
Your show. Like from
me, of course.
No, take you out of the picture.
Oh. I mean, Robin's dying to get him to sack with me.
Who's the hottest guy that she would bang? Ever.
Wait a minute. Say again.
Everybody that ever worked on that show.
Ever worked on the show.
Ever.
Jackie.
Please.
There had to be
Artie. You got to bring everyone into it.
I am. I'm thinking of probably if I had my pick of anybody and they had to sleep with me,
Goff
if I said, sleep with me right now.
You know what?
It would be between 𝗵𝗵ici𝗍𝗿𝗻.
Well, he didn't work on the show.
You don't want to consider him?
Are we calling Howard TV into this? Because that kid you flirt with in the hall, Greg.
Anybody affiliated with your show since day one. Tom would count.
Oh, and then 𝗵𝗵ici𝗍𝗿𝗍?
𝗵𝗵ici𝗍𝗿𝗍?
Could you really sleep with him?
No, I couldn't sleep with him, but
like,
he's so cute.
No, you don't.
Robin, you're moving me to ecstasy.
Shush, I'd have to hold my hand over his
Don't talk.
Robin, you're eating ass every
Tom eats ass. He loves it.
Oh, stop it. I
So you
never
love it.
heard Tom say that.
Oh, listen, I'm a guy. I know what he does. Tells me. I doubt Tom eats ass. I don't know what Tom does, but really it would be Tom out of all the people.
Yeah, I guess. You know,
right. That's a fair answer. All right, thank you, Jim.
Anyway, no, Howard.
Yeah.
Yes?
Oh, do you think you're an easy guy to work for? Like, if you weren't famous or anything, do you think you're easy or you're a pain in the ass?
I think I'm too easy. I got news for you. You know, despite my on-air image.
You sound like a jerk off, though, in person.
No, let me tell you something, Jim. I am such a pushover. People take such advantage of me because I don't have the heart to fire them. I'm too fucking nice. Ask Gary. Gary.
Let me ask Gary.
Ask Gary. Hey, Gary, am I easy to work for? I mean, am I easy to work for?
I think so. Listen, right. You want what you want, and we know
what I want. How do you even know what I want?
On and off the air.
It doesn't even matter if they know what I want. On or off the air, am I easy to work for? Yes. The answer is yes.
I think you're much easier to work with off the air.
Right. The only time I'm honest is on the air.
You just sound like you're very demanding, and you probably, you want what you want.
No, forget it. Demanding. No? I don't demand anything. Everybody sits back there and relaxes.
Doesn't sound like it. I mean, you walk through the hallways, people have to, hide.
Nah, they don't have to. For 2 seconds, I want to just get off the air and go into my office. Everyone's allowed to do whatever they want around here. It's carte blanche around here.
It sounds like you're like that
Robin.
No matter where you go.
What?
It sounds like you're like that no matter where you go.
No.
Where is he? He's never anywhere.
I go home. Don't you wish your boss would just go home? That's what I do.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling and asking you.
That's why I'm so easy to work for. I'm never here. I go home. I work over the computer. I'm sitting and writing all day.
How about ask Jason if he thinks you're easy?
Ask him. Jason. Do I bother you?
No. You are the perfect boss.
Thank you.
You call people weird hours and ask them to do stupid shit?
No. Never call anybody weird hours.
Weird hours? How can he call anybody weird hours? He's sleeping.
Yeah. No, Jim, I'm such a great guy. I really am.
People who say they're great usually aren't, but okay.
Anybody? No, Jim, I am. I know
Well,
it.
nobody's running in to defend you. That's odd.
Anybody want to say how easy I am to work for?
Jimmy, he's fabulous.
No one ever calls in to defend you about anything. Like, when you make these stories and you got beat up as a kid, how come not one person calls up and say, hey, I'm one of the guys that beat you up?
Because they're all in jail.
Oh, they're all dead. You're talking about guys who mostly are in prison now or dead.
Well, I'm just saying, no one ever backs your stories.
Well, listen.
So if you're nice to work for, they're just not saying it. Or not nice.
Jason, go ahead, answer the question.
Howard is great to work for. I mean, really is. I'm not just saying that.
Thank you.
You send me emails all the time. We're going back and forth. You're great.
If he wasn't
no
famous,
pressure.
What?
If he wasn't famous and made you famous, you wouldn't quit?
No. What?
I don't know what that
means. I don't even know what he means. I would have quit this job, period, even if Howard was a total dick. He's not, and it makes the job that much better. I don't know what you want from me.
You couldn't have a better person than me running the ship. Trust me.
Yes.
I'm going to compliment me since no one else wants to. I'm going to tell you, I am terrific. I'm terrific.
He's a better
You don't
boss
read
than
anything
Sandusky.
about I was a scumbag to anybody. How come you don't read that?
No charges of any sort?
No. You'll never see it.
He was never in the
They're
shower.
not going to admit it in front of your face either.
Hey, can I jump in?
Yeah.
Listen, in all the time we worked here, have you ever heard anybody leave the show be disgruntled, aside from Jackie?
Everybody.
No one.
Jackie. Have you ever heard any
Stuttering John wasn't disgruntled.
Billy West?
Billy was disgruntled. I think
Billy was disgruntled with Tom, not with you.
I think Billy was disgruntled when he joined.
Nobody leaves that show on a good note.
On a good note?
Including Artie.
Artie?
Whether it's
Artie,
their fault or not.
Artie and I are not at each other's throats. Artie had a problem. And Jackie can't be that disgruntled. He's back working for us.
Well, he's desperate.
Well, you're right. If Jackie had made something of himself after leaving, he'd never speak to us again.
Right. I mean, everybody who leaves the show, we don't talk anymore.
That's not true.
There's a lot of people who've left the show that you don't.
We talk
Casey left the show. I talk to him all the time.
And there's a lot of people who've left the show that aren't on the air because it's a big organization, and we talk to all of them.
What?
You talk to Casey when he calls in, and he's
and we email each other.
All right.
I mean, fuck you. You know what? I don't know what you're trying to say. Listen, let me tell you something.
Very few people have left. Number one.
No one leaves me, and I'm so nice to everybody. You're crazy. Goodbye, Jim.
I don't like your attitude.
Me neither.
Later, Howard.
Thank you. Later. Fred, do you think it would be a good idea if I became the judge on America's Got Talent?
I think they would have got a gold mine with you. Personally, I think the show's beneath you, but I think it would be a gold mine for them.
Clear the stage and just put Howard on.
Right.
I
think you're way better than that show, personally.
You think I'm better than the show? And
I do.
I should not be the judge on America's Got Talent.
You know
what should he be doing?
I think you should be president of the United States.
That's what I thought Fred would say.
You think America's Got Talent is beneath me?
Well, you know what? I think you're better than that show is. I mean, it's an okay show, but you have, there was one comment or commentator that was talking about all that you've done for this industry. No one else has done that.
Yeah, Fred's right.
Fred was impressed when he heard that list.
No.
I thought this before because somebody asked me what I thought
I'm too
about.
Good for them.
I really do. Although,
have them.
If it's $15 million, that's hard to turn down.
Right.
I mean, Howard's not responsible for the kind of talent on the show.
No, absolutely not.
He's simply a judge.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about
Benji,
the fact
do you think I should do it, or am I above it?
It's not that I think you're above it, but I wonder, does it make your life more fun?
Could we get Elijah Jordano?
I mean, the little I know about.
First of all, you know what I'm going to tell Daryl Hall when he comes in?
What?
He should audition for America's Got Talent because he's currently not under a recording contract. Why not? Why don't one of these guys who used to be, have huge careers,
and you know what?
Go on one of these shows. They'll be up in front of 12
Because that would
people.
be a step down. I remember on Last Comic Standing, a real, successful comedian who had success in days past came on as a contestant.
Did he win?
No.
Oh my God.
See, that's a problem.
I mean, if Daryl Hall comes on and he doesn't win,
it'd be great. Have him go up against John
Hit
Oates.
the buzzer. Hit that big fucking X on him.
That's right.
Hey, wait! You told me to come on here. And if I was on that show and Howie started putting through those shitty acts that sometimes he does because he wants to,
that's the nonsense you're talking about.
I just take him out in the hall and touch his hands and stuff and freak him out. Hey, Gary, what do you? Benji, you were making a point.
Well, listen, if it's for the money, that's great. I would think that you're set money wise, and creative wise, I think you could do whatever you want in here, or you could go do it yourself. But so I wonder if you look at it as a fun thing at all, or if it's just purely a money thing. If it is, and that's what enough of a turn on for
Seems
you.
like it might be fun though.
I could totally see having fun doing it. I don't know, is it 4 days, 4 extra days for 16 weeks? I don't know.
Right.
And I don't know if you want extra responsibility or not.
Right. Gary, what do you think?
It was interesting because John Hines' opinion was sort of like Fred's. He said, American Idol maybe, but this show is sort of, you're bigger than the show.
Right.
I was actually looking at the list of people that they found. I think they only have one person that they found, like that Terry Fatto or whatever his name is.
Yeah, but you're forgetting that Jerry Springer used to be the host, and of course the Hoff,
and Regis
one of the
used to be the
original
host too.
And the Hoff used to be the original judge.
But the thing about it that I think works for you is you've always said on the air, I want to do a show where I'm not carrying the whole show. I could be a game show host or a judge where I just have to walk in and give my opinion.
Right.
So in a lot of ways, it's very easy for you. It's not, you don't have to sit and create 5 hours of content.
But also, he's saying that he could find great talent. They haven't been finding the great talent.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And can you get along with it? You can get along with everybody?
No.
Why bother to do that?
Why should I bother to let them get along with me? Fuck them.
So you wouldn't walk in like you were the new kid. You walk in like you fucking
that.
belong.
Please. Please. What did Henry Hill used to say? Police.
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 Who has a career bigger than mine?
Police.
Make him a judge.
I'd actually be a real judge.
You would.
Although I like Howie and I like Sharon, so I don't have a problem with them. But they better just get in line with me. If I was on that show. If I actually was on that show and actually go into it, I'd sit those two down and say, look, I don't want any nonsense.
Now, do you think you'd have any issues with Nick Cannon, who seems to have some issues with you?
No, I don't have any issues with him.
He has issues with you.
Really?
No, he doesn't.
Well, he says he doesn't like the way you talk.
I saw a quote from him. He said, boy, if this rumor is true, he was like, I can't wait to work with Howard. Finally get to meet him. I have no problem with Nick. I think Nick's a good host.
He always says he likes Nick.
Yeah. I just can tell he never wants to be home. The guy's got like 5 jobs. I want to sit there with Mariah Carey all day and watch those 2 kids. That's what I hear. I mean, that's not what I hear. That's what I see.
Well, look, you'd be adding a job.
I'd say to him, yeah, but I don't have 2 little kids at home. My kids are grown.
Yeah, but what? You're going to be traveling with this stupid show.
I guess.
That means being on a plane.
Although they did say they'd move the show to New York.
Yeah, didn't you read that rumor? I read it too.
But don't they go around the country doing auditions?
I think the producers
in different places?
do that.
They, I didn't want to say this. They're moving the show to my apartment. And all the auditions will take place in my apartment. I
have a solution to that. You get the
Your neighbors must be thrilled.
You get the Howard Stern lookalike to do the audition phase.
Did you read the article about how you're not worth the money?
I read 2 opposing articles. One said I am worth the money, and then one said I wasn't.
One said, and it said it's going to cost them $25 million, $15 million to pay you, and $10 million to move the show to New York. And haven't they seen that nobody really likes you, that you're on satellite radio?
Who is that person?
I think Benji wrote that. Hammer, you're on the air.
Howard, it's plain and simple. Stop being a pussy. Do the show. Your fan base loves you. We want you on the show. And after that, take Piers Morgan's show after that.
What's he saying? I can't even understand him.
I think he's saying take every show. First take Last Comic Standing, then, not Last Comic Standing, America's Got Talent, then the Piers Morgan show.
Take all of Pierce's work away from him.
Howard, we love you. We want you on the show. Make it happen.
All right, Hammer, thank you. I have nothing to do with this. It was a rumor that circulated last week while I was off the air. If I had a deal with America's Got Talent, I would announce it to you. That's how I would do it. What would this big secret be? Vince, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Howard.
Hey.
Listen, I saw you on E.T., doing the piece, and you're talking about it. And I'm going to tell you, you really do look good.
What piece on E.T.?
Huh?
I didn't talk to E.T.
Or one of those shows.
I didn't talk to any of them.
Well, they had you on a mic ask you about it, and I can't remember what you said, but I just want to say that you look really good, and you should be proud of the way you look, because there are guys that are half your age that are so way out of shape, and they just don't take care of themselves. They're not anywhere near as good.
What is it, JD?
These entertainment shows, they used file footage of when you were asked about American Idol.
Yeah, whenever there's a judge opening, they ask me.
And they also go back to that footage.
It must have been that one day I looked good. Thank you, Vince.
You're welcome.
Anyway, a lot of controversy there.
Ronnie, you spend more time with Howard than any of us around here.
Yeah, maybe.
And I know sometimes he'll either vent to you or, just have personal conversations with you.
Okay. And that's why they're called personal conversations.
Well, did you know that the speculations about him joining America's Got Talent were on the horizon?
No, I didn't find out until I was in L.A. this past weekend.
When you're riding with him in the limo, do you ask him about it? Do you try to get inside his head a little bit?
Absolutely not. Nope. That's why we're together for 26 years this week, dude.
And that 26 years...
I mind my business, unless I'm spoken to.
Professionalism has been the theme of your relationship with Howard. And friendship, but...
Yeah, you got to know where to draw the line between friendship and business. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely know what you're saying. As a guy who has gone outside of his career endeavors, like you've gone outside of the, I'd say your wheelhouse. I mean, you're all over the place now. You're doing appearances. You've got possible TV deals in the books and coming down the pike. Do you think Howard should step outside of his comfort zone again and try a spin as a judge?
Well, that's up to him, man. He's the only one that can make that decision. Not me, not anybody else, not even his wife. It's only him. It's his decision.
Let's say
nobody can influence him either.
Let's say he had hired you as a special advisor, career advisor. What would you advise him to do?
I would advise him to think about it very carefully and see where he's at this point in his career, that if he wants to do something like that, or he just rather relax now, kind of, and do his 3-day week here and, you know, enjoy the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying?
So your concerns would revolve around the fact that maybe you don't want him biting off more than he can chew, or wants to chew, rather.
No,
if he wants to relax, why take on another, demanding task?
It might be something he might like to do. I don't know. That's something that only he can decide. Anybody could tell him whatever they feel like telling him. His agent, his wife, his kids, they can give him all the advice they want, but there's only one person who can make that decision. That's Howard Stern.
Man, I'm getting nothing out of you. You play your cards very close to your pinstripes.
Right. That's my deal, man.
And that's why you've been here 26 years.
That's my deal.
How much truth do you believe there is to the rumor?
I believe that there are negotiations going on. I don't think any deal has been reached or anything like that, but I do think they're talking to Howard's camp about the show.
As a television guru expert,
you're too kind.
What kind of impact would Howard have on this show's ratings and validity?
Well, right now, America's Got Talent is the most popular show during the summer. That's when it airs. There's not a lot of other things out there, but it's got a good following and a good base. I think Howard would definitely turn the show on its ear, and the ratings would go up. It'd be must-see television, at least in the beginning when he first gets on there. But here's the thing I wonder. When Howard gets out there, and if he's sort of the nice guy and treats it seriously and tries to evaluate talent, I think a lot of people who don't know Howard, other than, oh, he's that vulgar guy on the radio, will be like, oh my God, what a nice guy. He could have that sort of thing that happened to Ozzy when he did the Osbournes. Everyone's like, wow, what a nice, lovable little rock star, versus the guy biting the head off the bats. And if that happens, then that's going to change or add to Howard's audience, and that would be very interesting for, both around here and for the show. So it's a no-brainer if America's Got Talent can afford Howard, and if Howard wants to do it, then it's going to be an interesting match.
So you're saying if he does accept this offer, it could endear him to some different demographics that he's not used to reaching.
Absolutely. A lot of people wonder, like, who's watching Jay Leno? And that audience who just knows Howard by name and thinks, oh my God, I don't want to hear a word. When they actually hear him on the show do his thing, he's going to get a whole bunch of new fans that have never really taken the time to listen to him before. And I think that's great from a career exposure perspective. But can he coexist with everyone there? If it's not the Howard Stern show, he's just one of many. I'm not sure how that'll go over, and I think I'd be very curious to watch and see how it turns out.
And in turn, I think you pointed the fact this could cause him to inherit some backlash from his hardcore fans.
Yeah, I wonder about the fans who, want a certain type of Howard who's always been there when he's on American America's Got Talent, it would be a different guy. And if you're a real fan, you know there are many sides to Howard. But if the public persona is, wow, what a sweet guy, then I think it's going to definitely light up a little bit of the fan base.
Howard's never really let me into his world when it comes to business. Business is business. The radio show's a radio show. So he doesn't really bring me into that.
If you were to advise him, if he said, Gary, what do you think I should do? What would your words of wisdom include?
It's weird because I know he really likes the show a lot. And like Robin said, he's already watching it every week anyway. And I know he does enjoy that. He's always said, you know, I want to be a game show host or I want to be a judge because I'm that good. So on the one hand, it's validation. On the other hand, there's a lot of people that think that Howard's above that show, that show's, you know, a crappy little show compared to what his talent brings. So I would say do whatever makes you happy.
Howard's moved into a place in both his life and his career where he enjoys things outside of radio. He used to have this crazy obsession with the show. Now it seems like he's equally as dedicated, but he does less. You know, he does less days per week.
Right.
And he enjoys other things in life. He can relax. He can sit around his apartment. He can play chess and read. Would this be biting off more than he really wants to chew right now?
I wonder that. I wonder if, you know, he seems to be in a place where he likes being out at his house out east. He likes hanging out with Beth. He likes having the time off. He worked his whole life to get to a point where he could negotiate this time off. And now he's got it, and he's going to go work again. But if it, you know, maybe something that he just enjoys. It may, by the way, it may all be bullshit. By the way,
what's your opinion?
It's so hard to tell. You know, it's just so hard to tell with him. It could, you know, there's a part of me that says maybe his name did come up, and all this press is going on. And if it did, and say his name came up, and say Howard's not interested, but all this press is being generated, why would he come in here today and say, I'm absolutely not doing that, when there could be a whole week of people speculating about him? He loves that. So why would he squash that? Just like it was with American Idol.
Good morning, Mr. Michael.
Been 10 years.
A long time.
You know, I got ranked one of the best interviewees of the 90s, and then I had to take a decade off. So it's time to reconnect. And I want to move to the top of the list.
Right this way, sir.
This way. Forget where we are. Where's Robin? Robin used to greet me out of the hall.
She's in the studio.
I know, but I mean, she used to come out into the hall.
Right in this room.
There's some fun.
So, Mr. Michaels, you've been a part of some legendary prank calls that the show has thrust upon the media.
I have.
But yet, you come back for more. You love this show.
Number one in all media, as far as I'm concerned. Number one. Has been forever. Fantastic.
Well, it's great to have you here. I know you were probably up late last night.
I was up late. In fact, I just left the parking lot, so only Howard could get me to leave the Meadowlands parking lot and come straight to the studio. But I'm ready for action.
All right, a little coffee, a little Howard, get you going.
A little coffee and a little Howard. It's perfect.
Great to see you again.
Good to be with you again. Looking forward to it. I'm going to become a regular again.
All right, we'll see you in the studio.
I think we need Howard to come out to the West Coast once in a while.
I agree.
You know,
Let's
I
get
mean,
him
it's
to...
like, you know, I mean, Howard just needs to get out there, to get out in the hinterlands, to see what the rest of America is like. You know, to spread his joy, to spread his knowledge of all things worldly, and I think that's a pretty good idea. And you guys wouldn't mind that either, right?
I would love a trip out there.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty good.
We're becoming East Coast recluses over here. So.
Of course you can. You know, that way, you know, and the time you walk out of every restaurant in Los Angeles and TMZ is there. It's not like New York, you know, where nobody's here. Nobody pays attention to anything you do. You know, coming out where it's happening, Hollywood.
All right, I hope you convince him today.
I'm trying to. Believe me, give me about 2-3 hours and away we go.
All right, we'll see you in the studio.
You bet.
Hey now, everybody. Al Michaels stopped by to see us. We haven't seen him in like 100 years. When's the last time we saw Al Michaels, the famous sportscaster?
I think it was... I guess we've seen him since the OJ thing.
Yeah.
Hey there!
Oh, now you show up. Where the hell have you been? Wait, we can't hear you. Hold on. No one can hear you. You're a broadcaster. You should know that.
Gotta have a mic.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. You guys.
I thought you abandoned us.
I did. You know, I just needed... I was ranked one of the top interviewees of the 90s.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, what do you do for an encore? So I needed a decade off.
Did you feel...
now I'm back. I'm back.
Did you honestly feel, and I know this feeling, sometimes when you come on a show and you're such a terrific guest and you really, you were great and all that, do you start to feel like, hey, you know what? I should stop now because what if I go on and I'm a shitty guest?
If I lived in New York, I'd probably be here like every week. Right. But I'm out on the West Coast. And by the way, you should start doing like 5-6 weeks a year on the West Coast. We need you out there. That's where it's happening right now. You love coming out there. I heard you talking about
I do love it.
Wedding. You have a lot of friends out there right now. You've gotten to know a great friend of mine, Don Rickles.
Yes.
Now, my wife and I have a lot of dinners with the Rickles, and about 4 or 5 years ago, he's telling me he had never met you.
Right.
And he was sure that you hated him.
Oh, my God.
And I said, Don, are you out of your mind? Howard would love you.
I worship Don Rickles.
I know you do.
And in fact, when I had him on the show, I think he was like convinced that it was going to be a disaster because I wouldn't be respectful and
Exactly.
Don Rickles is like God to me. I watched this guy on TV my entire childhood growing up. He was everything I emulate when I go on a talk show.
Howard, the man, how many guys have had a 60-year career?
Beside me, no one.
Right.
That's right.
He was worried about you. He was worried about Dennis Miller, who I know very well because I worked Monday Night Football with him.
Why would he worry about Dennis Miller?
He thought Dennis had the kind of humor that that Dennis wouldn't appreciate Don for what he is. Because Don, has his shtick. And the other guy...
Isn't it funny how Don Rickles doesn't understand how admired he is?
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Is that the curse of comedians? They just don't realize how loved they are?
Well, but he's a very secure man, but you're not sure. If you don't know somebody, the other guy was Jimmy Kimmel. So he's telling me about 3 guys I know, you, and I know Jimmy, and of course I work with Dennis, and I'm saying, Don, you're out of your mind. Now he's been with all of you guys. I said, those guys more than any others would appreciate what you've done.
If someone would have told me when I was a kid that one day I'd interview Don Rickles or go to a party at Jimmy's house with Don Rickles and sit there and talk to him, I would have died and gone to heaven. That's how important he was to me. And yet he had this whole impression of me. And I've told him a million times how much I appreciate him. I think he finally now believes it.
You think he gets it?
Yeah. Oh, no, he does. No, we have dinner with him about every 2 months.
So he's talked to you about having met Howard.
It's all he talks about now.
When you have dinner with Don Rickles, though, do you seem pretty secure about your whole life? But do you ever say to yourself, gee, why does this guy want to have dinner with me? And do you get insecure that way?
I met Don Rickles a number of years ago at a party, and he's a gigantic sports fan.
Right.
So I think it's a case of mistaken identity. He comes across the room and he goes, "Oh my God, I always wanted to meet you." And I'm going, he doesn't know who this is. He thinks it's somebody else. So Don says to me, he said, "Hey, the next time you're out in Los Angeles, could we have dinner?" I said, "Don, I live here." I said, "I'd like to have dinner with you like every other night." I said, "Where do you live?" He goes, "I live in Spain. I just came in for the party." And away we went.
Right. And you become good friends. Do you go to his home?
We've been to his home. He has a home in Malibu and one in the city. But mainly we go to Mr. Chow's.
Right. And you hang out.
It's fantastic. It's just, and he's adored by everybody. And what you see with Don Rickles, I mean, Don Rickles is 85 years old.
Mm-hmm.
We went to his 80th birthday party 5 years ago. And you'll see like a bunch of people, young people from Silicon Valley who come down for a seminar or a conference, and they're all gathered there, and he's sure nobody knows him, and he walks out of the restaurant, and they're screaming. And then he'll stop by the table, and he'll do the Don Rickles thing, universally loved.
At Brad Gray's wedding, he got up and started roasting them.
Really?
He called Brad a midget, and I mean, it was wild. Right. It was great. All of a sudden, he's into it.
No, there's nobody like him.
No sharper mind than that, right?
I told him, I said, how great is it to go through life and you've never been one-upped? I said, when did anybody ever one-up you?
Right.
And he couldn't think of it. I mean, he's going to have the last word on you no matter what you say.
Super brain, man. What an intelligent guy.
And you wouldn't think a guy who, did what he did to Sinatra would have any insecurities at all. Remember, he had this girlfriend he wanted to impress her. He told Sinatra to come over
Talk
to
about
the table.
talk about some of the big sports stories for a second. Then I want to ask where the hell you've been. The first Paterno.
Right.
Which is a bigger story, right? Now in the history of sports, is it Tiger Woods or Joe Paterno and Penn State?
Well, you've got the two of them. I never thought I'd seen a meltdown like the Tiger Woods meltdown on an individual level. Yeah.
Can Tiger Woods come back?
Can he come back? He'll come back. He played pretty well over the weekend in Australia.
Right.
But, the question became a few years ago, would he ever win enough majors to surpass Jack Nicklaus? I would doubt. In my mind, if he wins one more major, I'll be surprised. I think he'll play well. I play.
What happened?
I play a lot of golf.
Right.
And the one thing about golf,
mental.
Unbelievably mental. I don't want to say 90% or whatever, but if your brain is not there, and I mean, if you're a guy like Tiger Woods and you're walking around a golf course and you are the king, not the king of all media, but
the king of the golf course.
But the king of the golf course.
Right.
And there's a certain feeling, and he was very comfortable with that feeling. He'd walk around, and now all of a sudden, this is a guy who has to walk out on the course for 4 hours, and behind his back, people are going, hey, I wonder who he's looking for, and that sort of thing. So that has to play on your mind.
His old man, his father, was maybe the only guy in the world who could probably smack him out of this and say, listen, you go out there and you win. But the father's gone. I mean, he's like rudderless. Is that correct?
At this point, I don't know. He's a guy, he's built a wall around himself. Knew him a little bit. I did a couple of his events. We had made-for-TV events when I was at ABC that we did with Tiger. But he's built that wall around him. Look, he did something. He got away with it for a long time. And then when that roof caved in, I mean,
did you have
bang.
were you aware of that at all?
No. Robin, you look great, by the way. You look so great. Howard, you look great, too.
I look terrific.
You look.
You're right.
I listened to the whole Chris Martin interview the other day.
Yeah,
he's right. You look the best I've ever seen you.
Let me tell you something.
And Robin, I've always loved you.
Well,
you know
thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
And you look marvelous. We all look great.
How you could be covering Tiger Woods and now not an inkling of what he was up to.
Because he's not privy to that. He goes to some charity events.
I'm not going to a club with him at 2:30 in the morning. Look, I just got out of the parking lot at the Meadowlands after the Jets game last night and came straight over here.
And plus,
That's
Al's like a real married
He's
guy.
not
I
hanging
am.
out.
You don't get any side pussy whatsoever, right, Al?
Not at all.
anymore.
I just want to hear you say side pussy.
I get none of that. I get no side anything these days.
Right.
Not even side me.
And in a way, that is the one sadness in your life, that you never really acted out sexually with a lot of these women. And you could have women. You make a
Traveling
lot of money.
on the road.
Handsome guy.
My wife's the best of all time.
Well, we know
we
that.
talked about that. I met her in the 10th grade.
Right. 10th grade.
In the 10th grade.
And did you? I forget. You've never had another woman beside your wife?
That's it.
Are you serious?
That's it.
Why is this a smirk on your face? As you
I'm not
say that?
smirking.
You're thinking about the other women you fucked, aren't you?
No, but I'm just,
You're telling me you met your wife in the 10th grade.
10th grade.
Had you had girls before that?
No.
And, well, Robin, before we got married, yeah, you know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you did have women before you got married.
Yeah.
You met your wife in the 10th grade.
Correct.
You had innocent love.
We were friends, and then all of a sudden we had a big kiss when we were about 19.
Oh, okay.
And that changed the whole dynamic. We went from being friends to, what happened? And what happened? It happened in,
so you haven't had a different woman since you're 19.
That's it.
And now you're a man, and you're, I don't know how old you are now. Do you give your
24.
age? Okay.
I just had a birthday. Howard, at this point, you just stop doing this. You know, you're decades.
You don't give your age.
Not really.
Is that because you want to seem like a young sportscaster?
I want to sign a new deal. You know,
Right.
I don't want people looking. And it's in the freaking paper every time I have a birthday, which was like last weekend.
See, you're being straight with me. If I hooked you up to a lie detector right now, which I'm prepared to do,
right,
you would pass the test that since you're 19 years old, you've had no other women.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you gave me the sodium pentothal,
right,
the whole thing,
wow,
I should be able to pass it, I think. But you know what? But those things...
That isn't a tragedy in your life?
No.
What's the closest you ever came to cheating? Was there a woman that tempted you? You've probably met some great women in the broadcasting industry.
When Robin greeted me the first time I walked in.
No, stop it.
I'm serious, Robin. You are the best. You are just the greatest.
Really? You've never been tempted? Like you didn't work along Diane Sawyer at some point?
I worked with Diane Sawyer.
I mean, you didn't say, there's a sexy woman.
Well, yeah,
there.
but you're always looking and saying, wow, isn't that something? Yeah, I mean, I do have eyes.
It's remarkable.
I mean, I had LASIK, but I still can see pretty well.
Did you have LASIK?
I did. Well, you know, I'm not crazy about it.
When did you do it?
I did it 10 years ago.
I'm afraid to do it. I don't want to mess with my eyes.
You know, we're the guinea pig generation, and I had it because I had to wear contact. I wore hard contacts for a long time,
and they're horrible.
And then you know the dust would blow, and I was playing a lot of golf, and so I had the LASIK done. But you know now it's kind of like I don't know what it is. Now I'm back to wearing glasses again. Like,
why is LASIK not good for you? In other words, you had it done. You were nearsighted.
Yeah.
All right. They did the correction, but what happened? Then you had difficulty reading.
Well, yeah. They tell you that was fine, but then I could see at a distance. But then all of a sudden it began to diminish. And again, this was 10 years ago. So if we come back in 100 years, I'm sure they'll have the whole thing down to a science. But
did they recommend to you that you do it again?
Well, it's interesting because I've been to a couple of guys who say, yeah, let's tweak it, and others who say no. So at this point, it's like, I'll put the glasses on again. I mean, this is crazy stuff.
And the glasses you're uptight about because of you have vanity. You want to look handsome on TV.
Well, yeah, I just feel the glasses are a pain in the neck. I lose them. They fall, like I keep them on my shirt right now. I'm liable they'll be gone by the time I'm on the street. By the way, you look much better in glasses, and you know. Well,
listen, let's say I was a judge on America's Got Talent. Now all of a sudden I'm on network television, which I shouldn't be.
No,
don't take it if they offer it.
Listen, I listened to the show earlier today.
Yeah.
That's not you, Howard. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay?
Advise me.
But here's the deal. Here's what I think. If you want to branch out and do something else.
I'm not looking to do anything.
I know. You're already the king of all media.
Right,
so, I mean, why do you want to do this?
I
you
like staring at the wall.
I understand.
Right.
But what if you came to Sunday Night Football for a year?
Oh, my God. He doesn't even know football.
That's what I'm
What's
saying.
the difference?
But
I don't know anything else either.
We had Dennis Miller on.
He didn't know anything?
For 2 years.
That was a disaster.
Dennis knew football, but I mean, Dennis brought a different dynamic. So I see Chris Collinsworth, me, and Howard, and then 𝗦𝗵cie_𝗿𝗍 and Robin do the sideline.
See, but you're joking around now.
You know what? But Howard, when you think about it, this is what we did with Dennis in 2000. We felt that the show needed some sort of juice,
comedy,
a different feel.
Right.
So that's why we brought Dennis in. So I'm joking around partially, but then again, if you were to come to Sunday Night Football, do you realize, now you talk about
First
buzz.
of all, if I did Sunday Night Football, I would be serious about it. Number one, I would become I watched football the other day. I watched the Penn State game. I don't know why exactly I was sucked in, but I wanted to watch those morons who were standing there in the stands. They got, we miss you, 𝗻𝗻𝗄𝗍. Oh, 𝗻𝗻𝗄𝗍. I don't know how you feel about this. I'll tell you how I feel. And I would say this on your broadcast. This guy's a creep. I don't care if this is a jock mentality. They're no different than these priests who protect each other. These football guys with the jock mentality, this kid with the red hair, if I saw a guy fucking a 10-year-old, I'd walk in and punch his teeth out. I wouldn't even ask a question.
Would it ever occur to you to go home and talk to your father?
No, but he went home and talked to his father. This kid must be the biggest moron on the planet. But he's a big dumb jock. Then his father doesn't know what to do. The two idiots. And he tells him, go talk to 𝗻𝗻𝗍. And 𝗻𝗻𝗍's a bigger moron. I don't care if he can coach football, you big dope. He goes to the university. Now, one of these guys did a thing. And I don't know who these students are running around worrying about 𝗻𝗻𝗍. 𝗻𝗻𝗍's senile. That's what I figured out. This guy's senile, and no one wants to admit it. They already had him coaching from the stands. I could do that. He's senile. Where do you stand on this?
This is phenomenal.
This is what you want.
This is what
Sunday
you want.
Come
on, let's go right now. Let's go do that dumb broadcast.
And then we go to a commercial and we'd go home. I'd sign off. I'd do the credits. That was fantastic.
It's the truth. Is 𝗻𝗻𝗍 senile? Of course.
Well, beyond that.
Right.
They have.
By the way, can we do all the games in New York? I don't want to leave here.
We have to do one in California.
I don't want to do that. But go ahead. Talk to me about Penn State.
All right. Well, here's the thing. What shocks me everybody's on top of, what the coach did and what he didn't do, et cetera, et cetera. They were investigating this thing in the 90s.
Yeah.
What happened?
What
Where
happened?
did this fall through the cracks? What about the DA's office? What about the campus police? What the hell's going on there?
And by the way,
so many people knew about this. How the hell did this stay under wraps?
But let me ask you
those
something.
many years?
Who's on the broadcast with you on your
Chris
football?
Collinsworth.
All right. If Chris Collinsworth is in the shower with a 10-year-old, you walk by and you see him, he's putting his penis
just close the door?
in a 10-year-old boy's ass. What do you do? Seriously, what would you do?
That's when I'd be glad that my LASIK doesn't work.
You say, I must be seeing things.
I see. I don't know.
But I would go and I would take the guy, I would choke him out and pull him off the kid.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you do that? That's where this whole thing falls apart for me.
Yeah. Well, we would do that because we are at a certain point in our lives. Maybe the young assistant coach is all of a sudden he's working for the iconic figure in Paterno.
Right.
Let's say he goes to somebody and somebody says, "Oh, you're full of it," and then the next thing you know, that guy gets fired because somebody says he's making stuff up. Now I'm with you on this stuff.
Right.
Yeah. I would
like to think that I would step in.
You'd like to think you'd handle it yourself.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Well, I mean, if you actually stepped in and stopped it, there'd be evidence right there.
Al Michaels would step in and stop it. I know. LASIK or no. I know the kind of man
in a
he is.
shower room that they don't belong
I read
in.
the greatest sentence in the New York Post.
What was that?
It was like buried deep in a story. I didn't know this guy Sandusky.
Right.
His view out his window is what? It's
a school.
A schoolyard.
Oh, God.
And a playground.
He lives across from a playground. That's like beachfront for him.
You can't make this stuff up, can you?
No, you can't. That's like beachfront property.
Yeah.
That is so...
Could you show me a home that has a view of a playground? Anybody who can afford not to live with a view of the playground, is up to something weird because you don't do that. All right, talk to me. So what is the bigger story? Paterno and Penn State or Tiger Woods?
Well,
I think
of the moment, it's Paterno and Penn State.
In history, which one will we remember?
Well, I think that the Penn State thing could explode into something that involves not only just institutions, but corporations. I mean, this is, I don't want to say the tip of the iceberg. I don't know. But now that this is out, I mean, Howard, you and I know stuff like this.
Why do they cover up?
Goes on a lot of places.
Why don't they learn their lesson from Richard Nixon? No one studies history.
Well,
don't cover
or the
up.
Catholic Church. You're sitting there watching
it's
that.
human nature to think you can get away with something.
Right.
It's like Captain Jenks calling in on the OJ call, right?
Right.
He thought he could get away with it, but he had to get exposed.
Someone
by me.
exposed him. That's right. Lest anyone think that was OJ. It was not. All right. So OJ is actually maybe up there with one of the big stories in sports history, right? Of course. Bigger than Penn State, maybe even. He killed his wife.
A huge downfall.
Well, remember, now we have a tendency, whatever happens in the moment, we say is the biggest thing in history.
Right.
So that's the murder of the century. Was it?
Right.
I guess. I mean,
yes.
It was. Well, we're at a time, too. I mean, they didn't have the media exist in the, first part of the century. So we don't, if something happened in 1930, it's not like it's 1990 or 2011, where it's just wall-to-wall. It's blanket coverage. That's part of the difference.
Here's another guy. To comment on this maniac, Hank Williams Jr., This guy's got the greatest gig in the world. That dumb song, Let's Get Ready for the Football.
Are you ready? Right.
Whatever it is.
Are you ready for some football?
Are you ready for what do I know?
Right.
Are you ready? I'm watching Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Let's get ready for some football. Yeah. All he's got to do is walk around, and that song makes some money, ka-ching. Yeah. But he's got to open his mouth. And what was the dopey statement he said?
He was the one who went on and said something about the president, wasn't
he? Right. But you know what it is, too? It's kind of like, it's like me sitting here with you. I feel so comfortable. I've got my friends here. And I'll say almost anything right now. And I could end my career by the time I walk out, onto the street. It could be, because you make it's so, I'm just sitting here. I said, this is a wonderful, this is phenomenal.
It's a lot of fun.
And I'm with my friends, and I can open up, and you don't realize on the other side of the microphone, you're going to end your career.
Well, in a way, look at this Brett Ratner. Now, look.
Right.
The guy, I was watching a news report, and they were talking about he did himself in. He went on the Howard Stern show, and he talked about sex with women. And so they took him off the. He made this other comment about fags, but they let him go on that one. But when the guy who runs the Academy Awards said, when I heard him on Stern, that was it.
Well, he had already been told one more incident and you're out of here.
That's right. So what did the guy really say? I'm listening back to it, and he says, gee, I have sex with a lot of women, and when I do, I make them go to a doctor and get them checked out first before I have sex with them. And this is the clip they played to show what a heathen he is. Now, I don't know, in some bizarre way, I might even think that's responsible, worrying about disease and health issues, and that he has these women. This is the guy being honest. I don't think he should have been thrown off the Academy Awards, do you?
Well, I think it was the gay slur that did it more than anything else. I mean, from what I read, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍, who runs that academy.
Right.
And, you know, the thing is, look, in Hollywood, like in New York, all of a sudden you get pressure, somebody calls, you get emails. I mean, it's such, I mean...
They caved in.
In the old days, I remember, you know, like announcers get mail. And somebody used to call up and go, wow, we've got a barrage of letters. What's a barrage? 1.
Right.
What's a deluge? 2.
Right.
So some idiot sends an email, and the next thing you know, everybody's scrambling around. Oh, this is a terrible story.
You're right.
Something has to be done. Guys write columns about it. The next thing you know, Ratner's out.
That used to be my story. When I was at K-Rock and things, they would say, oh, they were barraged with complaint calls. It would be 7 calls or something.
Right.
It was never a deluge.
And they were all from Karmazin, too. So I mean,
that's right.
Right.
Yeah, lately.
Can I mention that name on there?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can do whatever you want. Listen, have fun.
Right.
That's right.
By the way, do you know they just cleared CBS and that whole Janet Jackson thing? They don't have to pay the $500,000 fine.
How is it their fault?
Right.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
But it took this long.
It's insane, the FCC. Well, I'm with you on that stuff, remember?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Your career is something else, because this is the way it's been explained to me. At one point in your career, early on, we're talking 100 years ago.
Right.
You're starting out as a broadcaster. How did you get into broadcasting anyway?
Well, I loved it as a kid. I grew up in Brooklyn, went to Ebbets Field, said this is what I want to do, and away I went.
Were you an athlete?
Yeah, but who did you see broadcasting?
I played just through high school. Red Barber and Vince Scully, who's still doing the Dodgers right now.
So that was who inspired you.
They absolutely.
And you were very well thought out about your career. None of this happens by accident. That you were originally going to sign with NBC. And then you said to them, no, you got an offer from ESPN. Do I have this right?
Well, here's what happened. I was at ABC for 30 years. And then the last 20 of which I did Monday Night Football on ABC. And then Monday Night Football went over to cable, which tells you all you need to know about, you know, why could cable afford something that network television can't? Because of the sub fees. So ESPN winds up spending a ton more than ABC could. So now it's going to be Monday Night Football, and I'm going to go over there, but there was a guy who was kind of arranging the template at Monday night, and he did something like fire John Madden, who was my partner, the most iconic analyst ever.
Great guy.
The producer, the director, I'm going, what the hell is going on over here? And I'm the one guy left. So we had a lame duck year in 2005, and I agreed to stay because I couldn't make a deal with NBC. And then after the 2005 season, I said, this is not going to work. I'm over here when I should be back. I should be at NBC with my guys.
Right.
Now, what should have happened is all of my guys should have stayed on Monday night.
Right.
But that's, you know, that's internal
Why
politics and all that
so let me understand this. When ESPN got the rights to Monday Night Football
in 2006,
originally they hire you and they didn't hire Madden.
Correct.
Why would they do that? Why would they make a monumental mistake like that?
Why did they do that? They did that because a guy who was in charge of it decided he was going to go a whole different way. And, you know, Madden was probably too old and the producer was not controllable.
You have something that works and you take it and you destroy it.
Howard, it's always, somebody always has to put their imprimatur on a show.
They put their stamp on the show because they are the program director. They want to make it theirs.
I'm the boss. I'm the big guy. You know, all
it
that
is the
crap.
biggest, dumbest mistake anyone can make.
Aloha.
When you got something that works, you sit there with it and you milk it to the end.
Of course.
So you go over there. You think they're all coming with you. You sign your deal.
Right. No, I didn't think they were coming with me, but I couldn't. I couldn't make the deal at NBC.
Why couldn't you make the deal at
money,
NBC?
Basically, because they were offering
I heard they
me,
offered you $3 million to go to NBC, and they were going to give you an additional $2 million to do basketball.
Wait a minute. Where are you coming up with this stuff?
I know what I'm talking because I know everything about show business. I'm the king of all media.
You are the king of all media.
When you were leaving
but
Monday
you're not the king of all accountants.
When you were leaving ABC,
yeah,
Al Michaels was leaving ABC. You were going to sign with ESPN. NBC offered you $3 million, and you turned it down.
No, those aren't the correct figures, but here's the deal. Remember, ABC and ESPN are under the same umbrella. It's Disney, so I'm moving internally. I'm staying under the Disney umbrella.
Right.
But all my guys are now going to NBC. So NBC is talking to me, but we can't make a deal at that point.
But you signed a long-term contract with ESPN. How did you get out of that contract and go to NBC? How did you break it?
We had one lame duck year, 05.
Right.
I was still working with Madden. Then as everybody's leaving, I went to the person I had to go to and say, hey, look, I think it's better for everybody if you let me out. I said, I know it's going to be awkward and blah, 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 but it's a better deal for me. I really would appreciate the fact I could go back and work with my people. I know what you want to do over here.
Why didn't they say to you, screw you, Al Michaels, we signed you?
They could have.
That's right. Why did they go along with that?
That's a very good question, Howard, because I think they felt that maybe it was the way to go. Because if they were going to get rid of all of the people I was working with, why were they keeping me at that point, too? And meanwhile, I got to tell you something. The guy that blew the show up, he didn't want me in the first place. He was told, you're going to keep Michaels.
Oh.
Amazing.
Right. Oh, yeah. Isn't that amazing? It's incredible.
That is incredible.
Yeah. I mean, it's just...
So you were lucky you got out of ESPN and you were able to go to NBC. And didn't NBC have to give over a bunch of rights to things in order to get you?
Yes, they did. Ryder Cup rights and all that stuff. And then there was a cartoon character that became part of the deal. And
so you are valuable.
We threw that in at the end to, kind of throw the press off.
Does that make you feel like a man who died and went to heaven, that these companies would sit and give away rights to things just to get you to be part of a broadcast?
No, because I always felt, going back to when it all happened, we all should have stayed together on Monday night.
Right.
It's ridiculous. That was insane. And that, and that show they've had a lot of different moving parts through the years. Instead of taking us lock, stock, and barrel, it was like the number 3 show on television Monday night when we were at ABC.
Absolutely.
So what are you doing?
Well,
if somebody comes in here and says, hey, Robin, you're out. Baba Booey, you're going back to the Hartford. What are you going to do?
Listen, I know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
My head's going to explode. That's what I'm doing.
Of course it is.
That's right. It's enough with all of that. That's right. You're absolutely right. You got a Hollywood star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2004. Isn't it true you have to pay for that?
Well,
blow the lid off this.
No, what happens is that when they want to give you a star, then they go to the company you work for. If they went to Sirius and said, hey, we want to put Howard Stern here.
Oh, they'd be thrilled.
It's kind of like, they'd be thrilled. It's almost like a charity where they say, hey, look, we need a contribution, blah, 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 blah. So it's not as if you can walk in and say, hey, look, I want to pay for my star.
So was there a ceremony when you got your star?
There was, yeah.
Did you lie? Who came to your ceremony?
Just a lot of my friends, and I don't, I have a lot of friends in the business.
Right.
But, Alex Swallow, who's been in here before, a great friend of Chris Martin, by the way. You know Alex.
Right.
Of course.
He was there, and I had him talk.
Alex Swallow is a great friend of Chris Martin's?
Absolutely.
Who knew that?
Well, Alex,
Alex he hangs out with Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin?
Here's the deal. So, by the way, the Chris Martin interview was fantastic.
Thank you.
I was driving to Palm Desert, and I was in the garage for half an hour, and I couldn't get out of the car just to hear the end of it.
We got a lot of nice emails.
I used to play a lot of golf with Gwyneth's father, Bruce Paltrow, who was a very successful director.
Right.
And then Bruce contracted cancer.
Right.
And then died. He and Gwyneth were in celebrating her birthday or his birthday in Italy, and he got sick. And so I knew Gwyneth through that, and I helped to introduce Bruce to Alex, who's a cancer survivor as well. And so it started at that point.
And now Alex is hanging out with Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin.
Alex is not hanging out with Gwyneth, but Alex knows he's
beautiful girl, that Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, she's fantastic. And a great lady, and her mother, Blythe Danner. And they used to be neighbors.
Sexy Gwyneth Paltrow, yes?
Yeah, I mean...
what would you do with that?
He probably watched her grow up, Howard.
In a way.
That's too bad.
I did.
That's too bad.
That's too bad.
I watched the Kardashian kids grow up. I knew.
You did?
I knew Bob.
What age did her ass start to get that big?
Oh.
How old was she when it really started to develop?
I did my LASIK by that point, Howard.
You don't even know. So you've never, I assume you masturbate.
What?
What?
You never masturbated to Gwyneth Paltrow or Kim Kardashian, did you? Is your son here with you today?
Yes, he is.
I wonder if he knows if he ever caught you masturbating.
No, he never did.
Did he ever see you and your wife having sex?
I don't think so.
Who knows? Did you ever have a talk with your son about sex?
Yeah.
You did.
Well, every father.
How do you know anything about sex? You've been with the same woman for 100 years.
Here's the deal. I mean, it's kind of a narrow-minded view, but
whose penis is bigger, yours or your son's?
That's a great question.
What do you need your son? Where is he? This is Steve Michaels?
Steve Michaels.
What does he do for a living?
He runs Asylum Entertainment. His company produced the Kennedy series that aired on Reel's network that was rejected after. Here he is.
This is your kid, huh?
He causes a bunch of controversy, doesn't he?
He is the number one fan.
You produced, Steve, hello.
Yeah.
How you doing?
You produced the Kennedy special.
I did.
The one that was controversial. They wouldn't air it.
Series, correct.
Right.
No kidding. So you work and everything. You don't just live off your father's millions, huh?
He's never given me anything.
Never gave you anything.
I want him. What do I get him?
And he taught you about sex?
I did see them once, which was traumatizing.
Did you really?
When?
You
When was that?
Well, I'm not going to tell you. I just kind of walked in the door. You know,
Is that right?
I ran for the
You
hills.
walked in on Al Michaels having sex?
Yeah, and I'm bigger.
And you are bigger.
How do you know? Come on.
What position was Al in with your mother?
Your mother's listening right now.
Oh,
we got to go back and see her
about that.
What position?
We're gonna go with missionary.
Are you serious? Because I've talked to people
kind
about
of popped in. I'm like, I don't know what was going on.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Stop the clock.
How old were you?
About 15.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
Get out of town.
You had no idea?
I had no idea.
You guys didn't lock the door. I didn't think you had.
Oh, stop it. Well, where were you? I mean, were you looking under the...
walking in. I don't know. I just kind of walked in.
You devil.
I shut the door.
Did you think your mother was being attacked? Did you almost...
He was 15 years old.
He
He knew what his dad was up to.
It's embarrassing, right?
It was embarrassing.
Is that something that traumatizes you in a sense? I mean, really gets you crazy? I mean, to think of... Because you don't want to think of your parents as sexual
No, it's
beings.
disgusting. I still can't.
Oh, come on.
You had no idea.
I mean,
Zero.
what was dinner like later that evening?
Were you able to see anything?
No. I kind of saw.
So you don't know what position they were in?
I think it was missionary. It was,
Missionary.
It was close.
Leave it out,
wrong.
Mike.
There was some movement. I don't know what was going on. I don't even know. How did I get here?
I knew Al was a missionary guy.
No, I have to warm up. You know, it's a starter set.
Do you remember your father teaching you about sex?
Do you remember the talk?
No, actually, I don't think we did. Maybe now's a good time.
Who's going to talk to who?
Do you believe your father has been faithful all these years? I mean, it's unbelievable. 100%. You think he's straight as an arrow?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
That's an inspiration. You are not married?
I am married.
Oh, you are
kids.
married.
Yeah.
2 kids.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's nice. You
my
guys seem...
granddaughter's in New York on this trip with him, and we have a grandson.
Right. But you, unlike your father, you cheat, right?
Oh,
course.
my
You're not going down that road. Well, good for you, huh?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
What, do you got a sister also?
I do.
He does.
What does she do for a living?
Gorgeous. She used to be. She was a publicist at CBS for a while, and then she left there to become a mommy.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 nice
I told
kids.
her about this.
You actually like your dad.
I do.
Oh, wow. That's
why not? What's not to
wonderful.
like? I mean, listen, you play your cards right, you'll inherit the mother load.
That's the idea, right?
If my father was an earner like Al Michaels, I
You'd
would
be good to him.
I'd kiss his balls.
Ben.
I'm not going to kiss his balls.
Now, has your sister seen your parents having sex?
Oh,
No.
dear.
I mean, what's with these two? Can't they close the door? It's almost like they want
Put
to.
a lock on that door. Come
Pretty
on.
wild.
It's like taking the Americans. Let's close the door and throw away the key, right?
Do you ever lock the door when you're making love to your beautiful wife?
These days?
Yeah.
No, it's nobody's home anymore. That's it. It's just us.
Free
He's
love.
hoping somebody comes back and walks in.
Did you enjoy your father's notoriety and his fame when you were growing up? Was this something you were proud of?
Yeah, it was pretty cool, though. Although, you kind of have to become a ticket broker. Everybody wants the
Right.
tickets.
I was going to
Did
say,
you
you
ever
got
say
to
to
go
yourself-
to a lot of great games.
Did you ever say to yourself, I'm going to become a sportscaster like my
No.
father? Never.
Behind
Smart
the camera.
man.
Yeah.
See, that's why I like you.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't compete with that. You got to go find your own thing.
Yeah.
That's what I try to tell these kids.
This kid is tremendous. Let me tell you something about it. I just want to tell you one thing. He did a bunch of stuff, 30 for 30 on ESPN, where they went out and they hired different directors. He hired Peter Berg, who does Friday Night Lights. Peter Berg called me after he worked with Steve and said, your son is the only honest guy in Hollywood.
Wow.
Now, is that the greatest compliment a
That
father can
is.
get?
I can't believe I finally met an honest guy in
Finally,
Hollywood.
yes.
How do you know your penis is bigger than your father's? Have you seen your father in the shower?
No.
You guys ever golf?
Yeah, maybe, well, not in a while. I mean, it's been probably since high school.
Yeah.
But again, that's traumatizing too. So
Right. And you are bigger than your dad, huh?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. I'm not bigger than my dad. My dad's got me by 3 or 4 inches.
Even at this point? Come on.
Yeah. I'm telling you, even shriveled up, my dad's way bigger than me.
Get your mom on the phone. I want to hear about this.
By the way, you two have the same voice, don't you? It's a very. You could probably take work away from your father, couldn't you?
Or Billy West, yeah.
That's right.
Or Billy West, right? Billy West could do it too.
The only thing that Al Michaels wants to tell us and remind us about is that on Sunday Night Football, he is there. Sunday nights at 8:20 on NBC. You just did the big Jets game with the Patriots. The Patriots beat the Jets
by 21 last night.
But you never announced who you're a fan of, right? Do you actually have a team you're a fan of, or is that ridiculous?
I don't, because you know what it is? When you're announcing a game, all you're rooting for drama. I just want a great game.
Right. You don't bet on the games?
No. You know what? As much as I know, and I tell my friends who pay $500 a week to go get some idiot named Benny the dog or somebody to tell them who they think is going to win. What are you doing? It's like listening to stock analysts, too. They don't know what the hell they're talking about, Howard.
You have seen so many games and witnessed so many things on the field. Do you think, if you were given a team to coach, do you think you could do it?
Coach a team?
Yeah, coach a team. Actually bring a team along into the playoffs and eventually win the Super Bowl. Do you think you could actually run a team?
No.
You couldn't.
No, because you need CEO skills. I don't have those.
You don't have it.
Well, you and I are the same. I mean, our business is we're in the talent. We're in the creative end.
Yes.
See, to me, there's a huge difference between being creative and knowing business. And a great coach has a great business sense, and could be most of these guys could be very good CEOs.
Right.
You and I, forget about that.
You know
Robin
what
could
you
be a
should
CEO.
do, but you don't know what those other guys should do.
Right. Yeah. And nor do I want to, have to go there 16 hours a day and and watch and be responsible for all of these people.
When you watch these games, do you ever say to yourself, "I can't believe how dumb this coach is"? Like, do you really see idiots?
Well, what you see decisions that would be classified as dumb, but then
What is the big decision?
Well, yesterday wasn't in that Atlanta game. Was that a dumb decision?
As it turns out, yeah, that's the great thing about sports. The guy made a call, the coach of Atlanta, went for it on 4th down into overtime, didn't work. But, that's one of those things, what an idiot he is a day later. But if it works, what
He's
a
a
genius.
hero, yeah.
What guts this guy has and all that.
So you don't feel the guy is an idiot?
No, I know him, and I mean, he made a call. He made a call that he thought was right, and it turned out to be wrong.
Right.
These guys are making 1 million decisions a week.
What's going on with the NBA?
They ain't playing at the moment.
Who do you side with? I always side with the players because I think talent gets screwed.
What is the deal? 50-50's not good enough? What's going on
Yeah,
there?
it reaches the point, at the end of the day, it's like who has, speaking of the bigger, right? That's what it comes down to.
Right.
Who wants, I mean, they're close enough, and football was close enough, and then people are going, well, what is this all about at the end? And I think you lose sight of the bigger picture.
I haven't asked Stephen a question in a while. When you witnessed their sex, your parents having sex, how long did it go on for? I mean, can this guy hold out in the sun?
Stay there.
Well, who knows? He knows.
I only saw about a second of it, but it lasted a lifetime in my brain.
Yeah.
Still going on.
Was your mother making noise?
Yeah, there you go.
Nothing, right? She was quiet. She was quiet as could be.
𝗦𝗵cie, yeah. You have any clips of that?
Was she quiet or was she noisy like little Lupe?
I think I'm going to go a little quiet.
A little bit quiet.
Yeah.
Sorry, Al. That's not.
She was gay.
Well, that's quite a story. It's unbelievable. Well, listen, Al Michaels, I love you. I don't know why. I don't know why it's been so long. Between visits.
I just haven't. I don't get to New York that much.
All right, listen, you're a busy man. If you're not around, Steve, you come in. Somebody should be here representing the family.
We need to be here on a regular basis.
Watch Al Michaels on Sunday Night Football. Sunday nights, 8:20 on NBC. Al says if the rumors are true that I'm on America's Got Talent, he says the show's not big enough for me.
Wrong move.
Right. Not wrong move, Steve.
Howard, don't do that. I'm telling you right now.
Steve, Steve, what do you think? America's Got Talent? Yes or no? Should I do it or not?
No, I think that'd be jumping the shark a little bit.
Jumping the shark. Don't do it. Don't be on the show. No. It would be a bad career move.
Keep doing what you're doing.
What do you need it for? What do you? I mean, really? Why?
Because I need to find talent. Listen, first of all, these rumors. Every time a judge disappears from a show, they mention my name right away.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
now,
yeah.
I first of all, if in fact America's Got Talent really wanted me for the right deal, I would be terrific as a judge.
You'd be fantastic.
Now, why would I be terrific? Because I really am serious about finding talent. I could offer something. I don't clown around. You hire me to do a job, I do the job. I'll find you some talent. I'm not going to find you some guy who's a Frank Sinatra impersonator.
The reason I think he should do it is because he's watching the show anyway.
I might as well
work.
I might as well get paid.
You can watch the show on your couch in your underwear, but I mean, to actually work on the show, you got to go there, get dressed, do the whole thing, blah, 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 do the interviews.
How hard could it be? I mean, you sit there and
what
you
do you need it for? You getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning? I heard you the other day. You're tired of getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so now what are you going to do?
If I'm a judge, would you audition as a singer? Can you sing it?
Of course I would.
You would.
Of course I would. Let's lock the door and throw away the key. Ba boom boom.
Yeah. Well, you should have done that for your son. Busy with that wife of yours. Good for you. You're very macho. What is it? Okay, Ralph. Real quick, Ralph wants to talk to you. Go ahead,
Ralph.
That's right. Go ahead.
Hey, you and Collingsworth are great Monday Night Football, but
Sunday.
Sunday Night Football.
Sunday night.
Yeah, but I do miss you guys on Monday. It was like, it was so classic, and ESPN commentators just blow. It's not the same. It's just awful. But what I'm wondering, how come you're not? Is it an NFL rule that you can't say who you pick? I mean, I know what you're saying, like you don't want to put it out there, but like when Collingsworth does Inside the NFL, he won't say who he's picking on Sunday night.
In other words, you don't make a prediction on games.
No,
I mean,
to me, it's worth it. You know what? Some shows do. Collinsworth feels, and Phil Simms is on that show too, and he doesn't pick the game that he does.
What's the point anyway? You're going to watch the game, and you'll see who wins.
Watch the game. Well, but and then some fans think, "Oh, he's against our team." It depends. The smaller the city, the crazier they get with the announcers. And we're the messengers, so we're the ones that get slain. Their team stinks, we stink.
Ralph, is Al Michaels the best announcer?
Al Michaels is excellent. I don't know anybody better.
Wow,
You're my man.
Ralph. From Ralph.
From a guy who knows nothing about sports.
Well, there you go.
All right, another quick question, because Al's on a very busy schedule with his son. Go ahead, Jim.
Not really, but
hey, no, I'm just trying to make it sound like you got something going on. All right, Jim, go ahead.
Hey, Al, do you consider 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱 the biggest jerk you worked with on air?
Your son is nodding yes.
Oh.
Steve, why? He is. He's saying you consider 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱 a jerk. Is it right, Steve?
True.
True.
Is Boomer a jerk?
Not to get you in trouble.
No. Yeah, I had him for a couple of years early in his career, and I did the best I could to help him.
Why will your son say? Your son obviously knows that you think.
No, Boomer went out, blasting me, and still does from time to time.
Yeah, he does.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. They do a show in New York. And I heard them one morning talking about that he just doesn't get along with Al Michaels. And to the point where he's not even going to talk about it anymore.
How do you not get along with Al Michaels? I don't understand. What's the rub between you two? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So, hey.
You liked him.
Hey, Howard, I've worked with 100 different animals.
Are you going to say fuck Boomer right now?
No, go ahead. Steve,
not even
do
you ever hear him curse? Do you ever hear him say anything?
Oh, yeah.
He does.
Sure.
Oh, at home, he's a monster.
Absolutely.
Right. How often did he beat you?
Only a few times.
Oh, get out of town.
Did he use a belt on you? Did you ever pull your pants down and use a belt?
No.
Never.
No belt.
But you've heard your father say words about Boomer.
A few times.
Do you get angry when someone criticizes your father? I mean, he is your dad.
I think it's only been Boomer.
Right.
Yeah.
Does he ever badmouth the GIF?
No.
Never.
No,
Okay. All right. That's nice. Jim, quickly, a quick question. Go ahead.
Yeah. Also, Al, did you see Gary's shitty ass first pitch?
At Shea Stadium that time?
Yeah. Did you see
on YouTube?
You saw Gary's pitch?
Absolutely.
What? Here it is again. We've seen it many times. Here's Gary. A guy. He should have been able to do it, right? I mean, it's one of the worst first pitches ever, right?
Gary was probably very nervous. I'm not sure Gary warmed up. Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe he was trying to deck the guy. I don't know. You're right-handed. You throw inside or a right-handed batter, I guess. Do
you ever throw a ball? I mean, it's not that hard.
Do I
right?
throw a ball?
Yeah. Do you know how to do it?
I have. Yeah.
Have you ever seen a man throw a ball? And he's coaching children
like that. That's an errant toss. That's the way I would look at it.
That's right. Steve at home was out secretly laughing at that a lot. And he just doesn't want to say anything.
A little bit.
What was more traumatic, seeing Gary's pitch or your parents make love, Steve?
That's kind of a time.
Well, anyway, listen, the great Al Michaels and his son Steve. And what are you working on now, Steve? You got any projects coming up that I need to know about?
We're still recovering from the Kennedys, but yeah, we've got a number of...
that was you took a beating on that one, right?
We did. No, actually, we didn't. It was great. The History Channel was tremendous, and
right. Yeah. They were originally going to run it on network television, and
the
they
History Channel people, they were heroes in this thing, by the way. Yeah. 100%.
Who were the people that got the Kennedy story off the air? Let's be honest. Who was it?
I'll go with Caroline and Maria, off the record.
Off the record.
Off the record.
Perfect place to be off the record.
They were friends in high places that didn't
You're
want
saying that whatever the take was that you had on the Kennedys, Caroline Kennedy and Maria Shriver somehow got together and put pressure on who to take it off the air?
That's my guess. Listen, we weren't involved in all those decisions, but it certainly seemed that way. I mean, that's how the story was told out there.
What network ran? Was it
the Reels Network, who also been tremendous.
Right,
Stan Hubbard.
Stanley Hubbard, right?
It was originally going to air on ABC. Am I correct?
History Channel.
History Channel,
right? Which is run by ABC Cable,
right? And so someone picked up the phone and got that thing off there.
Hello,
they did.
Were you ready to hang yourself after doing all that work?
It wasn't great, but then we found our savior in Reels Channel. They finally put it on the air for us.
Right, and as soon as I learn where the Reels Channel is, I'll watch it.
It's with a Z.
Who is the worst person?
Somewhere.
Who is the worst person in the Michaels family? Caroline Kennedy or 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱? Al, you first.
Me?
Yes. Who do you dislike most?
I love everybody. At this point, Howard, come on. At this point
Steve, who's worse, Boomer or Caroline?
They've both been a lot of fun.
All right. Well, that's sad. You see, there's a lot that goes on we don't know about.
Yeah, But hey, look, it's at a certain point in your life, it's just.
I always care.
You do care.
That's right.
You're too on top of this stuff.
I always hold.
I love the way you cut. Howard cuts right to the nub of it.
Oh yes.
He knows exactly what's happening on the
right
inside
in there.
of everything.
Like a surgeon.
What else?
But
do I have
Robin,
to
you
do?
are the Robin. I just love. I cannot tell you how much I love Robin.
Well, who doesn't love Robin? She's America's sweetheart.
She's America's sweetheart.
I don't think 𝗻𝗵cie
Watch out, Michaels.
You're going to live to be 190 because you love to laugh. And, I mean, your laugh makes me laugh.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, just the greatest.
Watch out, Michaels, on Sunday Night Football, Sunday nights at 8:20 on NBC. And Steve is trying to figure out what to do after the devastating loss of his Kennedy special that went on something called the Reels Network, or Real Heroes.
Was this better than talking about Lyme disease for 20 minutes?
Yes, I loved it. I love seeing you. All right, we'll be back right after these words. The great Al Michaels and his son, Steve.
It's been way too long. Oh, my God.
Do you have I was going to bring it up, but do you have does Peter King have a beef with you as well?
No, that was years ago.
Pleasure to meet
Howard, that was great, man.
Thank you for coming in.
Oh, my God. I left your mic. Thank you. I apologize. No.
Did he say something while the mic was open?
Yes, he did.
Good to see
The best.
you.
The great.
I'm so glad you came back. We missed you.
Yeah.
Steve, you made your debut in historic fashion.
A lot of fun.
Do you regret breaking that story?
It's not going to go great for me, probably. Yeah. But, Howard can get anything out of you, right?
Right.
You know what?
Exactly.
People knew that, though. People knew that.
That's true.
This wasn't an exclusive?
Well, it had already been written.
No,
so.
it's been written.
In the trades. The trades got it. Trades got it right.
Well, no, just confirmed it.
Mr. Michaels.
They got it right.
Now, when I think about primetime football, your name is the first that comes to mind.
Right.
What makes Howard equally as legendary in his own craft?
Well, he's the king of all media because he is the king of all media. He's the greatest of all time. He's got an energy every day. It's fantastic. You can tune in anytime. Doesn't matter when it is. Doesn't matter how Howard feels. And you're going to laugh like crazy. That's what I love.
You absolutely love the show. I mean,
Are you kidding me? I'm going all the way back. I found him. I discovered him before Howard was Howard. So it's great. It's like he was auditioning for America's Got Talent, and I was judging, and I found him. That's the way I look at it.
Great seeing you, Mr. Michaels.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Big day today. Chaz Bono coming by, anxious to talk to Chaz. See what's happening.
Now, you will stay in the male pronouns when you're talking
Absolutely. I'm not like his mom. I understand he wants a certain respect, and he wants to be called him, and that's it. I go along with it. Listen, whatever anyone wants, I do.
You're easy.
I'm easy that way. I mean, who cares? That's the problem.
Cher just forgets. When you raise a daughter, I mean, you only know Chaz for how long?
Well, listen, I grew up knowing Chaz. I mean,
but you weren't involved with Chaz every day.
I was actually. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, every day. Very close to the Bono family.
Morning, Chaz.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Not bad, thanks.
Good.
So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Are you looking forward to this appearance? Here, right this way. You can just follow me.
Yeah, I am actually. Thank you much.
Do you know about how Howard's been sort of championing your cause on Dancing with the Stars?
I have heard that, yes.
Are you a fan as well, or what do you know about Howard?
The truth is, I haven't really listened to Howard that much because I don't know if Sirius. I used to listen to him before. Mm-hmm. And I also was a big fan of his movie, actually. I love his movie, so I think it should be fun.
Cool. I'll see you in the studio.
Okay.
All right.
Chaz Bono is most recently on Dancing with the Stars. She's famous for like 20 different reasons, especially the whole Sonny and Cher thing. And she's here.
Did you say she?
He
I
fucked
knew
up.
you'd do it.
I fucked up already.
You were so good before he was here.
There is Chaz. I feel like I know you. I watch you on
Chaz
every
looks
show.
like he's walking to death row. What?
Chaz, do you feel like you're in death row or something? No, it's all right.
Should I?
No, be comfortable, please.
Okay.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
It's weird seeing you because I've been watching you on Dancing with the Stars. Then
Yeah.
I watched you on the Oprah thing, the
Right.
documentary. I feel like do people feel like they know you?
I think they do, yeah.
And I think
Well, we feel like we watched you grow up, of course.
What? You're like segregated in a booth. What's that
Absolutely.
about?
We believe in segregation.
Okay.
well, with all that testosterone throwing through your male body,
I don't want to be in there.
I didn't want you near Robin.
Okay.
I didn't know how you could handle it.
I can handle it, I think.
You know, it's so funny when I hear you talking about testosterone and how it really has changed you. It is a fascinating experiment in a way because not that many people get to experience that.
No.
Both the life with estrogen and the life with testosterone.
It's true. I mean, I think, I have insights that, most people just don't have.
Yeah, because when you said, this really hit home for me. You said, I started taking testosterone and I realized how yappy women are. Like it never hit you before. Like you used to be able to tolerate all of that.
Stuff rolled off my back a lot easier before. Is what I'll say.
I remember in the documentary even that your girlfriend said, you were...
She's, she will drive any man crazy.
Right. She's yappy.
She talks constantly. I mean,
and you found before the whole testosterone thing that you could really understand her feelings a little better and listen to this talk.
I could tolerate it.
You could tolerate it.
I mean, I never, I was never a terribly emotional person, but stuff just really rolled back off my back easily.
Yeah.
And now it's a little, sometimes I'll just be like, honey, do you ever not stop talking? Just for a little while.
Well, I think about it too. Like I'm trying to think of all the things that testosterone
would be different. Yeah.
Like do you find yourself like? Did you used to be? I was talking to my wife about this. I don't know if you met her out there, but
yeah, I did.
I said, I'm gassy. And like I have to run out. And do you find yourself being less sensitive to that? You just blast one out, and then you.
I am a little less sensitive to that stuff. I mean, I remember, early on in my transition, and I went to see a Broadway show here, and I was in the bathroom during intermission, and the guy next to me was farting so loud. I literally started laughing because I was thinking a woman would have to be dying to do that in a public bathroom. Just like absolutely dying. And this guy had no problem.
I mean, I go to men's room. Now listen, I was born a guy.
Right.
I cannot take when these guys are shitting in a men's room. I would much rather go to the ladies' room.
Well, sometimes it's really amazing to me because they will describe, the guys are making noises. And, like that is something women just wouldn't do. They'd wait to be home.
Absolutely.
So you're getting to experience all of these different changes. I was thinking about you coming in, and I said, the thing that I think probably people don't realize about you the most, and actually, before I even tell you that, this whole Dancing with the Stars thing.
Yes.
I was so disgusted, and I've had Keith Abelow on the show many times, Dr. Keith Abelow. I've had him on the show many times.
We even had him on the show after that.
Yeah, he seemed like a pretty reasonable guy, And when he came out, here's an educated guy and stuff. He's on TV a lot. And he comes out and he goes, I don't think Chaz should be on Dancing with the Stars. He's going to turn everybody gay and all of this shit.